Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Rustoria Base Invaders, hosted by Rustoria, sponsored by Rusty Pot. Today, we are with the NA Four-Mans event, and I'm joined with Kaz, who's it's the first time we've been together, actually, in probably about 7 months, this casting duo. So it's good to be back together, Kaz.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun one, and like we had in the EU, Ian did all duties, and today I am on all duties for NA as well. Just we've had so many different casters on this year, which has been fantastic for Base Invaders. But yeah, everyone's busy this weekend, so you get lumped with the OGs in me and Ian. But yeah, it's good to be back with you, mate, and yeah, seeing how aggro the EU was, I'm sure we'll have much more of that in the NA event.
Yeah, well, it is Four-Mans, and it always tends to be a little bit dramatic in the Four-Mans events. A lot more teams as well, usually, competing. And the bases tend to be very much nearer together. But here we have, it's a bit more clustered today. 3 down the bottom right, 2 down the bottom left, 6 in the middle, and then a lot up towards the top of the map. Okay, here they all start appearing. So I
Yeah.
think it's the top of the map competition at the moment then, because there's not a lot down south.
And it makes sense. I mean, you're looking at the objectives in terms of being near monuments. You definitely want to be near things like launch site and power plants. So these teams built either side of launch, great positioning. You've got mill tunnels too. So really, they're all sat between 2 monuments. These guys again between sewer branch and airfield. So the only ones that are really missing out potentially are your bunches in the 7 row. And even then, they're fairly close to launch, fairly close to sewer, fairly close to airfield. They've got mining posts, they've got dome nearby, and the hard point. So it all makes sense. The only one that really anyone's not bothered with is junkyard and water treatment. So we'll start off down the bottom here, because we can see attack helis in this bottom corner, which is perfect timing.
Yeah, I don't think boys are doing too badly there for themselves. They're in the middle of nowhere. Not too much going around them, so I think they should take this one with no sort of problem. The base actually looks quite strong. It's all there. They've got the roof scopes up on the top, got the nice roof defense, and the base. They've got the full compound. We're struggling to see teams build compound the past couple of weeks, so it's good to see that we've got a compound here. But they are currently in the process of destroying and getting destroyed by the patrol heli. It's a bit of a 50-50 battle at the moment, but I'm sure they'll take that one down and get the points from it. But they might have someone running across from a long distance to try and take it off them.
Yep, just a bit of quick shifty editing there on stream. If you saw it, you didn't see it. Missed the overlay, apologies for that. But yeah, boys look pretty confident getting this out. So the roof's on fire, but honestly, not the end of the world. And there you go. Agent getting the last hits. Boom. Oh, Looper. Wait, where's Monostor?
That was a snipe.
Maybe it was a snipe. Let's have a quick check. Going to bring us back into the floating caster. Just because we get a bit... Ah, there. Ooh, yes it was. So there you go. So of the 3 bases, it's over the back of boys, but Gentleman and Looper.
Yeah. Well, we didn't see them obviously from a closer perspective, but now we can certainly see them. Again, another strong base. I'm actually quite impressed with the bases we're seeing around here. To be fair, they're keeping. It's a very jazzy design. Different to some of the usual ones we get, but
Well, it's why I like 4-mans, because with a 4-man design, and the same for 3s as well, to be fair, with those designs, what is he doing? Mate, are you okay?
Well, he's
Very
doing it.
strange. Yeah, it's his own base though. It's not like if you're jumping in someone else's base, fair play, try it. But why? What are you doing? But yeah, what I was going to say was, with the 4-mans and the 3-man events, you get some, innovation. Now, boys haven't done that, but it's still quite a regular build style. And yeah, just looking at chat as well, Maxwell says, show 77, but it's 4v4, what's going on? Yeah, it's also not Jameson and Bigfoot, it's Kaz and Ped. I say just, we had a few technical issues with OBS beforehand, stuff didn't update. So it is now updated, and we are going to be showing correctly. There you go. Live updating on your screen just a second ago. We are on a few minute delay, just to make you aware, so if you've got any teams you want us to go see, any issues with the stream in terms of audio levels, that sort of thing, do let us know. But otherwise, we should be in for some fun. And yeah, I mean, boys getting up a good wall here, Ped.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were the guys who were taking the majority of the damage of that heli on their own base. A couple of them died from it, but they were also the ones putting the damage in, putting the work in. They've got the better position as well because it's right outside their base, and it is a little bit of a distance for Looper and Gentleman. So, the only way I see these guys losing any of these crates is by a 2-team push from the 2 teams ahead of them. I think that's probably the time where they might have to forfeit 1 or 2 of those boxes there and lose a couple of points. But
yeah,
they've got a good position right now. Just got to wait for that fire to go down.
And it's such a difference in terms of the approach as well between a 4-man event and, say, like, the 7s or 8s, that even though it's right next to Boys' base, fantastic drop point, full credit to them. But even then, a team like Looper and a team like Gentleman, they'd have sent some people out to contest. They would have, made an approach. They would try and pressure them off it. Yes, there's the risk of the base, but you're getting PvP points. This is the attack phase. You've got to be aggressive and get involved. But because it's 4-man event, yeah, they're just not risking it, focusing on getting the base up and running. And it is also a risk, and you'll have seen this, from all the casts we haven't done together as well, just how many teams build next to each other because they're in an optimal space in terms of the terrain to build on's flat enough, and also being near the monuments. So in that sense, these guys have all picked a decent spot over here, just as we're following the Looper member just backing up it. XIX in the shooting floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the proximity of build, though, was what the point was, that just because they're so close to each other, and because it's 4-man and you get a couple of good kills, suddenly you've got a base open to you. If you manage to take out a couple of Looper, but even just fluke kills, a rocket splashes or something like that, it suddenly makes a massive difference. Now, the difference is, where's your compound, boys? Oh, dear. Yeah, I mean, the main base itself, I don't like, because there's no shooting floor. The outside bunkers I've got no issue with, but we can peek in here because there's gaps in the windows, so we can go where we can see. I don't hate it in terms of a spawn bunker, but, I mean, I just really... I don't get it.
We've seen that quite a lot as well with the top of the roofs, putting down the razor wire. But I don't really know why, because sometimes it's not the best option. I guess it stops people from going from above you, but then again, they can't defend from above them either. So
it's very much a case of, though, if they're not on the ground being actively offensive, then they've got no way of stopping people. If somebody tries to land from the air and just rockets these barricades off, they can drop people on the roof. They don't have to land the scrap on it. You can literally just power drop people out the back of it. And speaking of which...
Oh, hello.
Oh, no, Loop. I think Looper are just bringing something home.
Might be blowing up their own roof by the looks of it. No.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're going to go for it, though.
I'll say Boys smartly poking here. And as you can see there as well, Boys into second place on the leaderboard, 16 points. Which, by the looks of it, if we just quickly whiz back over here, looks like all the crates have been dealt with. So 1 point from PvP, 15 points from the helicopter. And Boys get them on second, but it's Bib that are in first. So we'll quickly check out these other teams in the bottom left. And then we are going to go and have a look at the hard point, because I think that's what's probably the point zone. BJJ Ginger in chat says, how does the event work? So teams have a 45-minute build phase, off air, because we don't want to spoil the surprise of how they've built and where their TC is, the tool cupboard. In this 45 minutes, they will build up safely. They are protected from being shot and their base is being damaged. Once that has finished, we go into the attack phase, which is what this is now. And we allow PvP points as well as objective points from hackable crates, which give 10 points. Attack helicopter crates, which give 3 points for 5 crates, so 15 total. And Bradley tank crates, which is 3 crates, but 5 points for 15 total as well. So, ooh, just got Bosch there. But yeah, between that, you get some points. Whoever wins attack phase gets 10 bonus points. And then after that, we go into the raid phase. Anything goes. Obviously, there's certain blacklist items, certain firearm items are gone. But yeah, you just get to raid people, 40 points for TC. All the way through the event, it's a point for a kill if someone's got a gun or have recently been in combat themselves, you know, as an aggressor. And yeah, winner is the last team standing with the most points. I'm just also looking around this absolute shambles for base bed because it's strange. I don't. Yeah, I don't mind the outside. Just the roof's a bit mad.
I just don't really know. It's like one of those bird baths you get in the garden.
Yeah,
a little bit on the top of it just to give it a little bit of water in there. I don't really. They've already got a shooting floor below that, so I don't know why they need it. It just seems a bit extra.
Yeah.
And I clearly didn't have the resource to get it to metal either, so a bit of a waste of air.
Shout out to Simple S in the chat as well. Base Invaders more like Ryan Smells. Well, I'm not gonna comment on that one. But let's just say maybe you're right. So we're looking on Team Cocktail, Batman on the roof. I just want to double check. Yeah, it's Team IDK's roof. Now, IDK normally do quite well. And I'm sure, again, Ped, you've probably seen him in countless Base Invaders events where not necessarily the best team, but certainly one of the ones that makes it through the raid phase, you know, more often than not. And he's, you know, one of those teams that aspires to be a top 5 team, you know, maybe more of a top 10 team. But here they're getting completely locked down.
Well, it's a bizarre situation. I mean, you've got to look at the Cocktail team as well. They've got some solid players. I seen Wittex hanging around earlier, flying around, flanking. And, you know, I think Wittex is probably one of the most consistent kill streak players I've seen in this event. Every single week in, week out, he's getting kill streaks in every event. Because I think he plays both EU and NA, and he gets a kill streak in every event without fail. It's brilliant.
And it doesn't help as well, obviously. I know some of the players keep the same names. Ooh, they're just having a pop at the boss team again. Really trying to push up. What I was going to say was, obviously, with teams changing names, players changing names, so it doesn't help. But players like, say, Wittex, Whitex, however you want to pronounce it, as well as Batman, you know, they stick with the names because they know they're beamers. They want people to recognise them and respect them. So they make it easy for us to keep an eye on them. Now, Boss are making the right approach, trying to contest, but so far, just Cocktail is slapping them down again. 17 points, 3rd place, 1 ahead of Boys, and just behind New Gens. So if we compare that to Boss, where's Boss? I don't even see Boss on that list, I don't think.
Wow.
So yeah, Boss don't even have a kill on the board yet. I can see Attack earlier in the distance, so we'll go to that. I know I promised that we would go further north. Let's just have a quick look at this, because currently flying in no man's land over the junkyard. And yeah, this is probably going to deviate again. We saw the attack heli went down to Q16 before. Maybe this time it goes all the way north. But we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a chance to.
They get shot down south.
Peter, I'm not reading what Peyton said in chat. Peyton behave. Disgusting man. Hi Peyton. Glad you're here.
By the way, to introduce yourself.
Peyton's a long-time supporter of a lot of us in the Risk community. Now, we are looking here, obviously, we said Bib were the ones that may be dominating here. You can see Bib coming across. Toxical, there's a surprise. Imagine that. But we've also got Sky G here as well. And Vinicius goes straight down to GWBK. And out of the two of them, he had coverage of the corner. I know he wasn't up to the corner yet, but Sully was open air. And just decided, yeah, I'm going to run across this field and just slot you. And, I mean, if we just pan back round to where he was, literally just jogging across here, saw a guy in the corner and went, yeah, I'm just going to pop a shot. Wasn't anywhere near the barrel, wasn't near the car, was just chilling. So now he's going to use the embankment flanking round, which is a smart choice. Ginger says, when can I sign up for the next event? Event sign-ups start on Monday, so there'll be an announcement in the Base Invaders Discord, and it'll tell you the team size, and how to register as well. We do have an LFG channel if people are solos and looking for a group to team up with. Obviously, we get plenty of people who start off solo, meet some people, and join in, and make a regular habit of it. And the same way, obviously, if you prove yourself, plenty of the existing teams will always be happy to have you sub in for some of theirs as well, or even, you know, sometimes reform. We've seen so many teams that were considered, you know, OGs that have chopped and changed rosters because actually a new player comes along, much better fit in terms of personality, communication. So
Yeah, no
you
more,
know,
no more RNC.
yeah.
No more
Now,
RNC, no more Yorick. All the teams that we used to have like gone into separate names now. Meme
yeah.
names, meme teams.
But I think RNC would be back around. But yeah, certainly. I mean, you know, when I first started MVP with the boss team, you know, they were the top dogs, and again, they just changed the roster and split into two teams. Then those two teams split into another team. So a lot of those players, you know, people like Dylan, for example, are in there. Dylan Zito, you know, a lot of them just branched out, made new friendships, new partnerships. And that was that. Now, Human pushing in on Sky. Cheat.exe goes down. Hashe is quite low, 14 HP. You see there. Bib pushing back in. Toxical is in the area now. And again, the points on this one are every 30 seconds. I believe it's 2 points every 30 seconds. Hopefully we haven't halved it to one without me telling. But if it's contested, whoever was in there first, which in this case would be Sky G, their points will now be on hold. So if they were 20 seconds into a cycle for points, they're still on hold with 10 seconds remaining before they get their points. They have to remove Bib or any of the others from this. As we see, Hatchy go down Toxical. Sunny, oh, there you go. Chaos goes down too. And it feels a bit bad for Chaos because Toxical was around the other side. He heard the shooting from Toxical, was looking for the flank and got caught out. And let's see what Kill Yourself KYS can do. That's a nice kill. Ribos.
Yeah. It's a good little battle though. Bib have made a good push there. They've cleared out everybody from their beloved outpost, and it looks like they're going to take back all possession of it.
Yep.
Toxical waiting on the side flank. The two big players just going to sit in the middle and take control of it. And it looks like they're going to be going into the raid phase, not to jump the gun, but near or at the top. These boxes may change something. It'll get closer definitely if KGB take the boxes.
Yeah.
Leonce are back. Oh
No.
my word, I love Leonce.
And again, we saw obviously GWBK member was playing in Bib. This is what happens in smaller events. Sometimes the bigger teams do split up. So, you know, Leonce back, causing trouble. KGB, Russian Terminator, regular player. That's why I've sort of hid behind him because does he want to take a fight here? There's Doggy. Good wall there. Fence up. A lot of points here available. Just having a look on the lists. Again, KGB, 7th place, 18 points. These would be really helpful for them to keep them in contention for the top spots. Leonce, I'm not seeing Leonce on the board either. Where am I being
23rd.
blind? 21st, there you go, 5 points. So Leonce are definitely committing the more numbers here. Can Doggy do anything? Ooh. Who's panning around? There you go. Wow, there you go. So it's a real wide move there from 4 Live. Terminator has got good spot though. He's on a slightly lower ground. Obviously, it's difficult to show it from this angle. There you go. You see, bit of terrain advantage in terms of a bit of shielding. So difficult to judge where he is. Here comes the flank though.
Yeah, so he's essentially playing a 1v4 at the moment. And
Yeah.
he's not doing too badly for himself either.
He's not. He's so close to getting caught. Here's Foxy.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Good flank.
That was a very nice flank again. Trident approach. 2 around the flanks, 1 straight forward. Very difficult for Terminator. But, you know, it sometimes be that way. Leonce have committed the right amount of people, and they should be able to pick up the 15 points here. So, if we just look back again, we saw Leonce were on 7 points now with the kill there. 20th place. If they get the 15 here, 22 points would jump them into 6th ahead of KGB, Russian Terminator's team. So, that's how, how painful that's going to be for him. And yeah, that will then not necessarily get them in contention for the first spot, but obviously the closer you can get to the first place team going into the raid phase, particularly when PvP teams often dominate attack phase and then fall off in the raid phase. If you can stay relatively close, you can get an early TC and jump the gun and leap over them in the table. So nice work from Leonce. 2 crates done, 3 to go on fire. And yep, 1 goes out. And I'll just clean up points.
Yeah. And Leonce, for everybody watching who wants to get involved, they're one of those teams that joined knowing absolutely nothing about the game, nothing about Rustoria and Base Invaders, and they've came back and back and back, and they've improved, changed some players in the roster, got some more experience in there, and they are definitely now competing with the rest of the great teams. So that's what you can do if you join with your team. To give it a couple of months, get yourselves in some events, and you'll learn quickly, and you'll start kicking ass.
Yep. Now, obviously, just a quick about check. This is Latency Space, KGB, and neighbours to them as well, so that's fantastic. Same for Orgy and New Gens. ESP is not a new player, though, so it's going to be very difficult for them in terms of the raid phase. Just looking at the chat, though, Ginger says, is there any chance of me and my team getting in if we don't have VIP? Only one of your team needs VIP to guarantee you a VIP spot. That said, we do have spots that don't require VIP as well, so as long as you get in straight away, if you're not having a VIP at all, you should be able to get a spot for that, but otherwise, most of the spots are VIP friendly. As long as one of you's got Rustoria VIP, you'll be able to get in. So that's the way of approaching it. And again, you know, we see how many teams on the board there. 31 teams. I'm sure you'll be able to see in the Discord, Ped, how many teams have actually got playing that haven't even scored a point yet. Normally in the four-mans, you know, we're looking at 38 teams, 40 teams, so it gets a bit crazy. And definitely means when it comes to raid phase, I'm going to have my work cut out being caster, observer, and producer, because so many TCs go down. It's going to be a bit difficult.
Yeah, we used to have those competitions between you and Ian and Gigi. Who gets the most TCs on stream? But today you're playing the whole band. You have to go around and round for everything. But no, yeah, I was actually taking a peek at the teams before. I like to see when Purple is playing with his lover Jamesy, but today they aren't playing together. James isn't competing, so surprise to me. But that's usually one of the combinations. And you see players, you know, that you're familiar with. I think one team that I'm definitely going to be looking out for is Team Alphabet with Nikita, Deathwing, Jelen, and KKK. Very good
Ooh.
team.
Yeah, I'm really liking the look of ESP though, because they've got Finn, Jack, ESP for New Gens, and I don't know Pinocchio, it might be someone else under a different name. But 3 of the 4 players I do know there, they are good players. As Classic comes in, oh, he catches ESP on the flank. Doesn't spot him, the wall decays. Reminder for people as well, if you don't know, these walls have about 7.5, 8 minute lifespan outside of a TC range. So it's just a way of stopping the map being littered with walls, because back in the older days of Base Invaders, when we didn't have that, it just turned into wall warfare, almost like trench warfare. And yeah, it makes it very laggy for the observers and the players, so doing everyone a favour and just having it as a bit of an more of an open plan, the walls decay, which is great. As Classic tries to chase Pinocchio, who's just very happy to be a real boy, isn't he? Look at him. He's alive.
Pinocchio is purple, I believe.
That would make a lot of sense.
Purple is dead.
Yeah, Purple showing his arse on stream. Gets clapped.
Typical.
And Team Don push away. And again, Team Don. Don't know Classic, but Troika and Pishik. You know, they have really regular players in Base Invaders. They do know what they're doing. So this is just going to be a bit of a mad zone. And if we come back to the map a second as well, while I can hear the helicopters in somewhere nearby. I'm sure it is. Yeah, there you go. It's coming in now. So we're going to stay here. But what I was going to say was, you're looking at this coastal point here. We've got launch site, we've got mill tunnels. It's a perfect spot other than the other side of launch site. So it makes sense that these teams will be proper Chad teams, the big boys living over here.
Yeah, we got some of the finalists in this area, most definitely.
Yeah. Now, while we watch helicopter come in, someone in the chat was saying about drops. Drops are not on currently. They are done at discretion of Face Punch a few times a year. Ooh, Rocket Barrage. But yeah, Face Punch in charge of drops. They're in charge of the game. They get to decide what goes on with their game. If Rustoria is lucky enough to have some more drops in, fantastic. Obviously, we've had some drops in with Trust in Rust before. In terms of, you know, furnace, garage door, that sort of thing. But, again, you just keep an eye out for that. Face Punch will announce it on socials. And Don. Oh, just shy of it. One of these crates. Two of them have landed enough water to be put out. The other 3 are on fire. Or is this one a graphic one? No, it's not. It's a graphic. So, 4 on fire, 1 not. The one in the water that was down here has gone. So, 3 points to Team Don. Jumps them into... Well, so jumps them. With the kills as well, they're in 3rd place. Just had a New Gens. Yeah, it looks like Don are going to have safe control of this. I want to see what ESP is up to, though. Because if I'm ESP, I'm flanking around the back of their base now and going, you know what? Let's have a mooch at the crates.
I think he is, yeah. He's got his eyes set on it. He's looking at the roof. I think someone's there, though.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to check the roof out. Troika hasn't spotted him. Classic is in the walls as well, hasn't spotted him. So, doing exactly what I said he would.
Mission impossible.
Crouch walk in. Trying to keep it subtle.
Oh, Not seen him either.
Oh, it's a lovely kill.
Beautiful shooting.
You love it when a caster calls it right. But fair play to ESP for doing what he needed to do. Checks his corners. It'll have been called out in chat by now. In the voice comms in Discord they have. So here comes Classic. He's not looking. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, that was just a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously, he wasn't to know the guy was coming around the wall, but... And particularly, I mean, I want to know, given the proximity, maybe it was Tanya's noise, because there was a metal clanging when Tanya jumped onto that. I wonder if there was another one when Tanya was over here coming across, and maybe the sound of the metalwork made him look upwards. But ESP does not manage to steal a crate. Don Pishik is back over them now, just waiting for them to go out. 2 have gone, so that's 6 points they got. Another 9 points to go. Would jump them into second place over Cocktail. And you can see here, KGB doing something on the coastline, getting extra bags down, going a really wide flank. So let's go have a quick look at that, because I don't think Don are getting pushed off here. New Gen's stuck around the walls. So, are they just looking for Team Orgy? Yeah.
Why are they there?
I'm not sure.
I swear their base is nowhere near. What? Oh, well, he's been caught off.
I say he's had to jump off the cliff. But what are Team Orgy up to? Let's have a quick check. Let's make sure we've... There we go. I was going to say, are they the back of the group? So, Team Orgy are lurking round. It's a brave move to try and flank KGB. And we see here, Hixar's come out.
Is that all 4 of them gone as well? It doesn't seem like there's anyone back in the base. It's a bit of an... shooting himself in the foot maybe there.
And I'll say, no L1K is being poked at by Hixar. Finn's on the flank, though, behind on the hillside. Is he geared? Barely. And now 14 and Vera start pushing Hixar. You need a wall up there, you go. Finn, though, hugging the walls. Here we go. And it's as easy as that. Orgy, clean up. But it gave them away a little bit, Hixar, just poking it a bit too far range. I think he could have benefited maybe from crossing over the hillside and coming over this bit. Caught them on the other side of the lip, but still, just keep it at bay. Trading some PvP points. And you can see they've got 3 minutes 38 seconds to go on the timer for the raid phase to begin. So let's have a quick look at some of the other bases, just to get them out of the way while we do. And then we'll go back and check on the hard point. And if we look at here, it's quite a big base, Ped, for a 4-man. It's quite a big base.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on who your builders are, I guess. But that is also why I do like 4-mans, because some teams, it's almost like trying to make a fantasy football team, and you only get put down to 4 slots. Who are you supposed to choose? You've got to choose a guy who can defend, a guy who can attack, a guy who can build. Whereas in the teams with 7 players, you can have as many as you like, really. It's a lot more flexible. But with 4-mans, you have to pick carefully. I mean, you can either go with 1 builder, 2 builder, or whatever. So tactics definitely did come to play. Their team clearly having a bit more building power than others, to have the time to get that placed. Because if I'm right in saying, they have to place it in the build phase, but they can upgrade it in the attack phase, right?
Yeah, so you can do repair parts. You can still build in the attack phase, I believe.
Right.
But it's a case of we implement a new rule where basically the build phase is the full footprint. You can build whatever you want. The attack phase and the raid phase, you can do repairs to existing footprints. So if a foundation tile goes, you can replace it. If a wall tile goes, but you can't expand outwards. So you couldn't, in the attack phase, decide you're going to build a sniper tower, as we've seen some teams do in the past, or an extra bunker.
Yeah.
Now watching Otravian Link here, he's chasing pizza. He wants some fast food.
Who doesn't? Especially just 2 minutes before the raid phase.
Yeah, and there's the takeaway. He gets a point.
Was it worth it, though?
was it worth it? Yes. Was it worth the bad joke? No. Dad Humour brought to you by Rustoria Servers. But yeah, looking at their team, though. Demon Bunny, Lennox, and Din Din, again, another team of veterans, another team of regulars. EU are next door with shit recoil. I mean, that's going to bite you in the arse. And 2 Fluffies next door with Lil Pick, 666 Moors. I mean, any team Moors is on, especially when he was in the Santa days, it's a coin flip team. And Moors has laughed at this a few times, like we've chatted plenty about this before, but his teams are either amazing or they just completely whiff. And it's not for a lack of skill, it's just that the decision making just happens to be They toss a coin and it's like, yes, no, is this successful? And that's it. It just falls on its ass. And they'll do all the right things, and then just like take one wrong turning and get 1v4 and stuff like that. Or C4 goes, they run out of C4 because they blew through the wrong way of the base. So it's the sun doesn't always shine on team wars, but hopefully today in the fours, particularly with the way they like to spy on people. They're very good at their scouting, very quick to eye up people's bases. Hopefully they've got a few eyes on Team EU next door and can get us an early TC on camera. At the moment.
Yeah, there's actually been not a lot of brittle bases today. There's been quite a lot of strong ones, so I'm quite happy because usually in these events, because there's more bases and there's more teams, there's less time. People overdo it a little bit and they come out with an absolutely shite base at the end of it. But there's actually been
QWERTY's base looking really good. We're going to turbo through some of these bases. Big Kahuna again, not far off their base. They normally put in a 5-man, 6-man event, so fair play to them. Quick fly round over here. 8 seconds left. Who's based at Alphabet's got an absolute sweat of a base on. Excellent work. Oh, there we go. Alphabet are all over a ship base in LFG.
Yeah. Hard points no longer active. Raid phase is underway.
Yeah.
Bombs are going off. It's the sound of beauty.
So what you want to hear? How do you know the day started off well? Knock knock.
The bombs.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm liking the theme. They've kept it all consistent. They've definitely kept it consistent.
The problem is, and it's something that Kaylee will talk about as well when she's back on cast, is just, this is normally a base you would see in a wipe, in terms of the hexagon design. It's very functional, but it's not the most optimal way of protecting a TC, or rather, hiding a TC. Because, again, it's, particularly base invaders, just because people will have the boom. We're on 20x farm rate. Teams will have the boom to blow through you, particularly early doors. So, yes, they've done a decent job armouring up, and fair play. There's one.
Yeah.
Oh, good trade back on Jellin from Zorik. Alphabet K getting some rocket splash in. It's only a 3rd damage on the rocket. Oh, and there's the counter kill. Nikita pushing in.
Yeah, good old veteran to finish it off.
Yeah. Feels bad for Jellin being the one that has to take the hit, but you know what? Somebody has to lead the way. Let's have a peek in the doors now. It's not in there. It's not in there. It's not in there. There you go.
Oh, it's in there, though.
We knew it was going to be one of them. Zorik's in the mix. Oh, blown from his own shadow. There's the TC.
Is it out? Is it found? It is.
Yeah.
K is finish it off. That is
And
devastating.
second. K is bugging out as we hear the gunfire going off. Clearly some last members. And there you go. First TC of the event. That's a good little start there, Ped. That's not bad. Not bad.
What a terrible place to put the TC.
Oh, yeah. No.
It could have been
But
more
again,
predictable than that, though, could it?
yeah. And this is the thing, oh, we've got another TC as well. IDK had gone. Wow. So, it wasn't Cocktail. EU. Oh, no. EU were next to Mauler's team, sorry. Now, IDK, where were they? Let's go check them. Because that's throwing me for a loop now where they were based. Yes, they were the South Coast one, sorry. And that was Leon. Oh, wow. Leon's were in there and Cocktail have stole it. No.
Well, Cocktail were there when we first went around.
There you go, Rotagon 2, let's just double check. That was TC on the outside edge. So Leonts have been through and raided half of this base on the other side. They've landed, yeah, they've landed, they've come in. They've taken
They realise the TC's gone yet.
I think they do. I think they just know they can't get out because Cocktail is shooting them. So fair enough on that one. Now, we had another raid go off as well. We did see Team Rock getting removed. Boom here on Z's. So let's check what Pedini. Who's here? Oh, Arena here as well. Fescarn's here. Been a while since we've seen Fesk. Hello, Fesk. Oh, defending as well. Buer goes down. Fesk goes down. Alcoholic Gamer. Yeah. The Raiders are fighting the Raiders who are getting killed by the defenders. Dumpy now on the roof. Alcoholic Gamer is circling his shooting floor. Let's see what Dumpy can do. Obviously, so many raids. We will bounce around raids if there's nothing happening here quickly. As the Alcoholic Gamer goes back into defend. I can hear the rockets. Ah, there you go. On the outside edge. Bugle out. They're looking to blow the wall, blow the gate. There you go. It's through the wood. And they're getting back in here now. Ladder onto the side. So they've got a decent bit of access here.
They've got through half the base, yeah. They just need to... Obviously, this one's a bit more of a guessing game. A little bit more deal or no deal than the previous one we've seen.
Oh!
I wonder... We haven't seen an advent yet, though. There'll definitely
Yeah.
be an advent somewhere.
That one felt a bit like GoldenEye when you turn into a dead corner and you're like, well, this is a dead end. I can't go anywhere. And somebody just guns you down. You're like, goodbye, Mr. Bond. So yeah, lacking the advent style of base at the moment. They are pushing through though, slowly but surely. Arena. And again, Team Z's got Maltika on the side as well. Raynor pushing in. Oh, they go down. Within, holding the flank. Who are they fighting? Oh, it's Arena coming from base. That's what that is. Again, the radar in this.
Yeah, they need to be careful on what they wish for, though, Arena. If they keep shooting down, then if it was me getting shot down there, I'd just go and give them the hiding rather than this team here.
Yeah, EU have gone to too fluffy, so exactly what I said would happen. Moore's team has pushed onto Team EU. That's an easy C4 take.
This base hasn't got many places left to look. I think it's more just garage doors, it seems to be. That's all that's left. Every so often.
Just say Arena Dons or Don Dollars, however you want to call him. He's running right on this internal floor. So there's nothing downstairs. They need to blow his door off, really. Get some corner access. Uh-oh, go out as well to Carvalol. Regretting being here for this, but so many raids going off. Alcoholic Gamer. Seems like the only one we've seen from the Z's holding their base. Oh, no, there you go. El Milo.
Their spawns have been gone. I haven't seen any beds. That's one thing.
Yeah, and again, the only thing potentially saving the Z team is that Padany are in here with Arena as well, so fighting each other. But at the moment, it's all a little bit on edge, so let's go check on quickly some of the others. You can see on the leaderboard. Uh-oh, gone. And this was, I believe, one of the bases that's lost. Now, who else we got on the radar? Next door neighbours fighting. Is this KGB and Pisco?
Oh yeah, this is the corner of death as well. 2 raids.
Yeah, this is the sweats. So you can see Pisco roof firing onto KGB's base and KGB trying to make the aggressive push up. I mean, I like the base.
It's lovely, but can they defend it is the question. If they can't defend it, then it's all well and good having a nice base, putting a little picture frame on the wall, but yeah, you never know. It's only been 10 minutes as well. This is crazy, and that is what happens in format. 10 minutes is just enough time to have about 10 raids. So it is absolutely crazy. I mean, you get that in every event, to be fair. The first 30 minutes, you just see a lot of the weaker teams fall off. Even some of the stronger teams making mistakes and falling early as well. Orgy getting roof raided. Really good shots as well, hitting perfectly in the centre.
Yeah, Orgy in the background, this is KGB's base, mate.
Oh,
okay. No, I say, the problem with having team names line up is that suddenly you're like, Orgy. But yeah, KGB have done, and it's a nice build at least. It's taking the brunt. But the worry is that Orgy, Pisco Grizz seem like the ones doing more damage at the moment. So KGB really need to get themselves in. Ooh, there we go.
The front door new gens are popping some shots off. Is that from the back there as well, that shooting? Yeah, KGB.
Yeah, so KGB. New gens are getting a base up as well. Getting the blown through the wall. So Pisco Grizz under joint attack now from KGB and new gens. It can be very dangerous. Here comes Russian Terminator.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh.
No, that wasn't. Oh, the turret is there. Yes, the turret is there. But so is DDD.
Yeah.
I wonder if is he trying to bait that turret? I mean, the way I'd go, I'd be getting a ladder up onto this bit here and trying to branch across. But maybe it's a bit risky.
They are protecting the roof of the base, though, which would only suggest one thing to me if I was a player.
Yeah, I mean, you'd presume TC's going to be high up so they can get to it quickly to cover it. And again, they've got the work cut out. The ESP getting hit by Christina there. It goes down to 7 HP. If we look down, you've got armoured door there, armoured door there. So, logically, oh, we've gone too far. It's a good job I didn't see anything there. But yeah, it's a good little hub from the roof, and KGB. If I'm KGB, I want to punch a hole in the wall now. New gens are doing the same thing on the back end. You can see just breaching in, but KGB really just like letting themselves get hit open. And I wonder if it's a case of they haven't got enough boom. I wonder if they got the base built but didn't have time to farm it.
I mean, boom economy is one of the biggest things in this game, as we did see a lot of that reinforced metal as well on the player of their base. So maybe they've spent big on the base and little on the raids. Maybe they're hoping for some robberies. I mean, to be fair, even if they are low on boom, they can still raid it. They've got new gens raiding it, so maybe their thought process is let them take the hits on them. We get the steal. You never know. Could be something like that, but they're defending it very well from the top either way. So that would have to say it's there. Leon's going on a spree now, though. They got
Yep,
the
that's
first one stolen.
Both the southwest corner base out now. This one was the one with the weird roof to say looked like a bird bath. Quickly dive through this. Yeah, this is a bit scuff, isn't it?
They had jail cells in the top as well.
I mean, jail cells aren't necessarily the worst thing in terms of the fencing. They're quite useful, but yeah, you've got stone down here. It's an unfinished base, and I believe this is just a very simple, straightforward raid. I don't like the 2x2 core, and I don't even know where TC was. Like, looking at it, TC wasn't just... It couldn't have fitted in there, so was it just in the open? I really hope not. Yeah, they've got no advent calendar wall padding, so a very easy one for Leonce. If we look at that, Leonce in 6th place now, 75 points. They're making up for the fact they just got stolen from by Cocktail, who were in 1st place though, 135, so keeping themselves in the contest. Let's go pick a new raid. Let's have a look over at P14. Team Looper under attack by Gentlemen. And by Boys.
It's a lot of boom going in. We haven't seen actually a lot of boom transposed into raids though at the moment. Just seems like a lot of empty threats being fired. I guess it's because they're raiding from a very low place. They're not really taking their time from a distance.
Yeah,
and,
it's
finding
strange.
those roof shots. Bizarre style of raiding, but
I'd say Boys' approach doesn't bother me, but Gentleman's approach is a bit weird. It feels a bit stilted. So, watching Bunny here. Try, fail, try. There you go, kills Toaster. So at least he can shoot. But yeah, just watching them sort of and ah, and it's a big part of why raiding is successful is normally a team hits them hard and fast. You know, you try and catch them unawares, you try and catch them off guard, kill a few people in the shock of it, you know, the panic, and then you push on for the TC. At the moment, again, another good kill from Bunny. 2 in a row. But at the moment, yeah, all they're getting is kills. They're not really getting any move on the base, and that's fine for a bit. Keep them locked down, but Manistor is going to come up and try and contest this now. We can hear the C4 going down. Bunny.
it's looking awfully meager for this team. They've managed to get themselves in, though. That was a good kill, although it was on a naked. But now they can go and proceed with the raid. Obviously, you see, the biggest thing in Rustoria, base invaders, is teams can be stuck in bases like this for an hour, just trying to find every crook and cranny that this TC could be hidden in. And we've had occasions where they get rid of every door and it is behind the final door, which they don't look at. They give up. Another team comes in, takes one door, and boom, they've got a free TC.
Yep. Manistor running through his life at the moment. So we pan just through the corridors. You can hear the C4 going on. That's the door gone. Probably would have taken some of these though, boys.
Ignored them. They don't exist for them.
Yeah, so I don't get it. Very strange.
I haven't seen them either. They've not explored.
Oh, there you go. There's one on the door. Nothing in that one. You're going to rocket the one below, mate? Where are you going? Okay, finally getting some on the doors upstairs now.
There's a lot more left though. Good old sort of
looking a bit promising though in terms of the speed increase. I wonder if somebody here was the boom guy that turned up late. But Gentlemen now starting to flex in it. But again, the risk is Boys are not pushovers. They're a decent team. And because of the time it's been wasted as Tyler Durden goes down to Toaster, time they've wasted not fighting this, it risks the Boys just coming and stealing this now that they've done half the doors for them. I don't know how he's lived. I don't know how he's lived, but there you go. Maltika gets Z's. They've come in a bit late on that one, but they finish off the job. Let's go have a look up the stairs. Where is he?
Oh,
go down. Wow. 2 raids in quick succession there.
Quite a lot as well in the first 15 minutes or so. Must be cracking on to 10 now at least.
And so it's always the way for the 4-man events. As Gentlemen looking to carry on with the raid now.
They just got rid of Boys like they were nothing as well, so they did manage to do that. But yeah, you said it right. They are literally spending too much time pissing about now. They just need to get it done. Maybe they actually got into the base and forgot the boom part. That's why the delay was there. They were like, oh wait, we forgot the boom.
The thing is, obviously, full credit for them defending. against boys coming into counter. No issues there, but it's the fact that because they took so long, it gave boys time to counter. That's the issue, and obviously it's 4-mans. It's not going to be an easy just rush for a base, but you know, the level of defense that's been put on here from the home team, from Team Looper, you know, it isn't all that, and you can see now only boys members left inside. Gentlemen are not here, so it's just purely Team Boys' host to keep an eye on this. And yeah, ultimately that was fruitless raid, but we'll come back to it. Hopefully it kicks off later. Just a quick check of some of the bases elsewhere. We saw this this lovely little thing go down while we were elsewhere, and again, if we just have a quick peek through the floorboards, you can see straight below through some of the walls. Some doors open still though. It's a bit worrying. If we go down, you can see doors are shut down here. So TC must have been in the middle floor. Yeah, all the doors are still... Yeah, doors shut. So yeah, TC must have been in the middle section on that one. It's a bit disappointing. Now, again, this was the one that Arena and Padani were fighting for. And yeah, neither of them got it because it went over to Maltika. So they'll be very disappointed to have lost that one.
Yeah, not the nicest bases.
Who's this getting raided? K9. Human. Team Bib and Team SkyG. All over them. Bib have already... Wow. This one's going to be a quick one, I think.
Yeah, again, another nice base. You can have a pretty face, but if you can't battle it away, then you can't expect to come away with too much. And it just seems like they're getting, as we said, that tactic we were talking about, shooting from afar. They're not going too up close and personal. They're just going to go from afar, try and break down most of the outer walls, and then they're going to follow it up and go with a few C4s. Look for the final doors and clutter. And yeah, I think this is a done deed. This one in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, Bib Casper missed his jump. There you go. Here's Ace. There goes Ace. Gets in for the loot now a bit. Maybe find some ammo. Does it look like that's where he got his AK from? Ooh. Cheeky shot. Was that a cheeky shot through the roof of a turret? Might have been. Lays. Better known as Walkers in the UK. Gets taken down. There's more doors through that. But this is the right approach though from Bib. You know, they're in 4th place. They can take 1st place if they get the TC here. You just need to, you know, keep squirreling their way through. Lays doesn't realise while the noise goes on. SkyG really burrowing through this side as well though. Ooh, direct rocket to Lays. You can see the interior of the base. Oh no! Opens the door to a face full of explosive.
Yeah, they wanted to hit the door instead they took the face. Oh wow. Another one of those disgusting moments that we see in this lovely base Invaders. We do see a lot of interesting kills, a lot of interesting suicides as well in this game. As we seen earlier in the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd class that as a kill or suicide, to be honest. It's a bit of both.
Yeah, I think it's you know, an assisted suicide. So, hour and 12 minutes to go, and we are seeing heavy raiding as we expected, which is all we want. We want to see things go boom. Treat Base Invaders like it's a Michael Bay movie. Just everything blows up. It's fireballs. We love it. Now, can Asex find a gun? Nope, he finds someone else's gun and gets dropped for it. See you later, pal. There's Lays gets tapped on spawn as well. And we're burning through doors down here. This looks more like it, but... Ooh. Wow. He's really excited. Apologies for breaking anyone's ears there.
My ears were shocked.
Yeah.
I was a bit surprised at that. I was like, oh, what is going on there? But there you go. No, I mean...
Surprised audio was on. So we don't really have audio on. And last time I played Rust was on Base Invaders, so... I don't know if maybe the update had put the audio back on, but apologies for that. But clearly you can see, again, the psychological warfare involved in Base Invaders. There's TC. Save your ears. And like that, it's just gone. Team Bib jump into 1st place, 186 points. There will be no more screaming.
As he's out.
I say Team Human had gone. To be fair, it was Bib who was screaming, but
Oh right.
they've done the screaming. They've got what they wanted, and that's the end of that. So let's go pick on someone else. See if we can make anyone else
Oh.
cry. Let's go to E6. There's a lot going on here. Too Fluffy getting poked by Artravin.
Oh, there's a three-way basis.
Oh, Looper just went.
Cocktail again. They are striking hard at the moment.
Is it there? No, it's not. Where's that then?
Bottom right, I think maybe.
Maybe. Let's just quick check. Was it this one? Yes, it was. Good shout there, Mr. Ped. Yeah. Cocktail. Get rid of Looper out in the little zone down here, which is going to be worrying because boys have only got one member at home. Gentlemen haven't really shown themselves to be much either. You know, both have the potential to be top 10 teams, but given the way they struggled with the last raid, they can PvP, but we'll see.
What is going on with that?
Yeah.
It's like the labyrinth.
Well, also though, like, yeah, this might be one that we get our admins to look at because that's not how you're supposed to compound at all. So yeah, we'll let them know on that one. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, they're trying. So where is this base? Let's have a quick check. So we're in O15. This is Gentleman's base, and yeah, it's.
Yeah.
It's one of them, you know. Oh, Pivco go now. Too Fluffy. We're just getting poked. I wonder if they were getting poked because they hadn't got people at home. You can see Big Kahuna coming in as well. It was the next base to them. We were going to have a look at this and then went south because of the raid there. But yeah, Moors, Lil Pick, because there's too many Lil Picks.
Oh, that's a shooting battle. A bloodbath on the top floor, though. Lil Pick's the one who walks away with it. The turret was getting involved a little bit there as well. Not anymore. Wally's dead.
What made me laugh, though, was the turrets don't have anything in. Like, that turret didn't... It made the bleeping noise. It didn't have anything inside it. He C4'd it and panicked.
Oh, so it didn't actually shoot.
But it didn't actually shoot him. But also, the team has been eliminated. So the fact that the turret was going off would have been impressive, given that they'd gone. So Fluffy need to clean up now quickly. The base is looking good. I like the size of it. And it's just nice. It just is a really clean base, you know. Lots of protection for the roof from rockets. Lots of peaks to look down on. I don't like the fact these are not sheet metal. Need to sort that out. But otherwise, you know, losing the RP touch, it's a good little rooftop. So,
yeah.
Another raid now. Again.
Big Kahuna getting it.
Yeah, Big Kahuna were just out. They were just getting raided, doing the raiding and missed out, so... Yeah. Bugle taking their prisoners.
It's going to be, yeah. I mean, when you see Bugle at your base, you should always be shaking. He's a player with many skills and also many problems. But today, the skill case is being shown, so... Hopefully, I mean, it's a base with many doors as well, this one. I'm actually quite a fan of the design of the interior. Quite clean, quite smooth. And a hell of a lot of doors to piss your opponents off.
I was going to say, I'm liking the fact... Oh, CG goes down. Here comes Ducky. As we play a bit of mad chase around with the camera here. Ducky now hiding smartly. Here we go. Oh, I guess Bugle. There's one of his problems.
He's got a couple more left.
Yeah, hides in the corner again. That's two, though.
Doing very good as well. Very good defense.
And they see a comrade of his as well up on this floor. So just needs to go down now, go looking for people. Gets the door shut. Gets another door shut. And another door shut, maybe. Who else is left in? We feel safe to come in through here. Ta-da. Yes, we can. So, there's not many left. So they've got one.
Little ants.
Yeah, there are two on the left side. They've lost two. They've got two in.
Yeah.
I just wonder, why is he double C4ing single doors? Why do teams not have enough boom? There's your answer. It's one C4 for a sheet door.
Yeah, get him off the team. Replace him next week. Moron. He's an experienced player as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got loads of C4, I get it, because you might get splash damage with a kill. Oh! That got a bit spicy. And yeah, it looks like Alphabet are outside as well. Gelling. Yeah, Alphabet are now trying to push in Nikita, Jelen, name I'm not going to pronounce. And Moors decides he wants to have a poke and gets slaughtered. Moors picking on dangerous people, boy. Gotta be careful.
Wonderful. This is
So,
like a special ops mission.
I like the fact they've got the camo pants on, to be fair. Now, Doe's left the door open, but the other door is shut, so...
He's just ran right past it.
Yeah, no, they can't get through though, it's airlocked. So, he's
Oh.
done a decent job. There's your counter kill. Lose one, kill one.
But they don't
Oh,
have the...
oh!
That from the roof.
There's one. Padany. Has Jelen fell? Jelen's fell, but he's coming back at ladder. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. CG versus Jelen. Who can be less of a scrub? One's on the roof, one's on the ladder.
Every time Pedonines arrive, they've just fought off another team and then not raided anyone. Am I right in saying that? That's all they've done so far. They just came out of a fight and they've gone away again.
So they've had a few raids, but this one's a bit struggling. Oh, Nikita getting caught from behind. And goes down to CG. Again, gear. Doesn't matter there. Not much on Nikita. Just trying to have a look. Again, Padney, they need to start C4 indoors.
Yeah, it's all well and good having a stay around. Does he obviously have any C4? It just seems like he's roundhousing.
Just getting clapped out here. Every time they're doing the right thing, trying to get in, and Jelen is inside. But just not enough to reclaim. So, we see a few raids going on. Let's go check on some of the others, see what's happening. Because Leon's back at again, Team Orgy. So you think if there's one team happy to get screwed, it'd be Team Orgy.
Yeah.
Jokes write themselves here.
Yeah, you got your dad jokes books out, Kaz.
Oh, yeah.
101 dad jokes with Kaz. Featuring Rustoria, base and base.
That's why I don't get paid for this. I sacrifice my salary to be allowed to get the dad jokes in.
Definitely. They're lovely.
Right.
Do you know what? Kept the doors the same. I respect them for that. They've got the same door skin for every single door. Well, never mind. Never mind. They had to ruin it with one. Well, I guess maybe that's both of the garage shutters there. I'd be happy if that's the case.
Yeah, Kaylee in chat. Hello to you. Hope you're feeling better. Kaylee said you were a little bit quiet, Ped, so I've upped you back up because on my end you seem like you were louder than me, but who knows with OBS. So hopefully chat can confirm that my colleague here, Mr. Ped, is on a similar audio level to me in the next minute or two.
I'll just have to start screaming.
We've had enough. We had enough of that from Team Bib. 14. Oh, good shot through the window. Drops 14. Leon's now. Thompson and 4 live. Doggy coming back in 2. Just need to breach this wall. Get a few more rockets in. Just punch a hole through this. We've already got the hole in it. And oh, Advent base, Ped. Advent base. We've got one.
Hey, he's got one. Yeah, we've got one. I'd love to see him. Because there's so many doors that no one wants to raid that. Like, some teams just walk in and walk right back out of it because there's so many doors. That's going to take forever. That's the next hour of your time in this raid phase on that one base. And it's sometimes when you get to that point, the fact they've managed to do that with a 4-man's event is brilliant, by the way. Really, really good build and stuff there going on. It gets to a point where even if you have no one back defending, you can still defend it based off the time. The time defends it for itself. Self-sufficient base, as some may call it.
Yep, for sure. So we're just watching them just have a bit of a pop at this one. Just causing some trouble. But yes, so far just steady from Leonce. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too eager. They've punched the hole as I said they should. Now they're going for the inner core as well, get a breach on that. Realistically, TC should be in one of these outer walls, but if you can get into the main core, deprive them of beds, control the actual centre column, makes it a bit easier, particularly getting access to the roof. So now the big part is for Orgy. Can they get outside? And can they just get around and get defending? They need to push out. They need to chase Leonce off. Foxy has literally died and come back round and flanked in the time that they've been deciding to come out. But they get the kill. There's one. Now's the push for the rest. You need to get pushed out. You need to go for these boxes. Maybe leave the Rustoria box because isn't it sexy? Look at it, Rustoria. Ooh, shiny.
Keep promotion going.
Yeah.
That's why we do it. It's crazy actually because out of any team you'd expect to be raiding this base, it would not be Leonce. I don't think I'd have expected one of the teams down below to go and take the space.
Yeah, well, Orgy are in last place, though. They are 20th out of our teams there, so makes sense why they're being targeted at least. But given it's a little bit slow, we're going to quickly check up on the nearby raid over at Pisca Grizzly's base, because
They're
Don and say they're still alive, but Don and Nugents is still in it. As we see there, Big Kahuna Nutsack is a 5-kill streak.
New gen popping up. Not looking good for them, is it?
Yeah, it's difficult. We're following Finn in, Jack's following as well.
Yeah, 3 teams now around that base: KGB, New Gens, and Don. So
DDD just gets away with his life from Finn. You can hear more boom as well, so in a second we'll go for that. DDD is just running away from Finn. Does not want to be found. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Actually, I think he did get him. I think he only had to go down, so... Yeah, I think that's him contained. Hozinzel, sorry. Yes, the 1 kill. Hixar, where are you? Are you outside? It's so hard to spot where people are. No, Hixar's in 2. So yeah, so KGB are right in the mix here on Pisca Space. 3 different teams, as you say, Ped. And Max says, why don't teams build outer peaks? Honestly, like some of the bases, you know, they can build stuff. People are choosing not to. It's preference. And again, you know, as long as you do it in the build phase, you can build even like watchtowers and things, spawn towers. So, you know, some teams do that on the bigger events. Obviously, this is 4-man, so a bit trickier in terms of the building skill, because normally you'll have a builder and an assistant for a team. But yeah, KGB controlling this little site at the moment. Where is that?
It's on a raid though, and they've been doing that since the start, really. So they'll hope to get that soon. Otherwise, that boom economy we're talking about is going to run out on base. Not good to see. But this is a big base, so Leons are in it at the moment. But how long is it going to take them to find out where this is? To be fair though, if they use splash damage, they should be able to take these doors down quite quickly. Or is it too far away to take splash? Is it because of those?
The side doors can take splash, certainly. Again, the trick with these is to aim in the middle of these 4 with a rocket. Your splash will 4. If you want to, you can C4 the bottom doors and splash the upper 4. That tends to be the trick. And then that way you've got hiding spots on the ground rather than looking, you know, like a silly bastard, just firing rockets around the ground floor. As yeah, no L1K gets a kill there. So that C4 drops. But yeah, the risk is by rocketing the ground floor ones, you need the hidey spots for against the defenders. And just like that though, Orgy are defended. Layouts having to start fresh, so
oh wow.
Another try, another defense. But we go over to Otravian's base against QWERTY now.
Yeah, there's a couple more teams around as well. So yeah, too fluffy here, some of the commotion. I'm sure they'll try and make an entrance, maybe try and steal the raid last second. We see that often.
So Too Fluffy being a bit scummy. A Lil Pick and 666 on the roof. The other Lil Pick inside. And this is their viewpoint.
Good on them. Good on the lads. Sat back at home, cup of tea, donuts, just shooting rockets from the comfort of their own home.
And so I've taken my hands off the keyboard now. I'm just sat here, having a drink, just taking it easy, you know, get a bit of juice down, mate.
Get your legs back and relax. Watch the show. Could be a documentary.
Oh, it could be.
And Too Fluffy sends shots towards the Peruvian base.
Fancy yourself the next David Attenborough. And here we see a rocket in the wild as it lands on the man's head. So let's go have a look at what Demon Bunny can see from his side. Ooh, well, you can't see nothing because he's got slapped out. There you go, drops down. So who was he looking at then? Yeah, has he got shot from below? Is that what it was? Yes, it was. So Pizza down below still. Joker coming in as well. Chebarek. We've been following Chebarek holding on. It seems like Chebarek's holding the breach for Boom. So hopefully Joker's the Boom guy. Joker's normally a lot of things, so Joker could be the Boom guy.
Yeah. A lot of things is a understatement, though.
Well, the real Lil Pick, because I don't know which one's the real Lil Pick in their team. Presumably the one with capitals. Maybe that's the distinguishing. But like Lil Pick, like Moors, like Joker, you know, these are players that can and do run solo so well. And, you know, it's because of the flexibility. Joker can do a lot of things. He can PvP, he can defend base, he can solo raid. You know, it's man of many talents for what Base Invaders needs. Wow, look at this core. Look at this core.
What core?
Look at this rat. Look at that rat, man. Go on, Moors. So, Moors pushing in. Is he hoping TC's in here? No, it's not.
He's made,
yeah, I think he realised it probably isn't. But again, you've got more doors up there. And we have got some advent doors in a sense. Din Din goes down Cheburek. Cheburek's finally in now. There we go. So, QWERTY have got a little rat in 2 fluffy Moors here. I know it's Otravian space, but you need to get rid of the bad guy in here. He's going to try and steal your loot. I don't know if Moore's got any ladders, though. I think that's the big risk, because Moore's not got ladders. He can't get up and check the upper scene. And that's going to be the problem.
Mess to try and finish off the raid. And I think sometimes it works negatively against the teams when they come to a base and it's been, like, deteriorated from the inside. Because where do you start? You might miss a door very much easier than if it was actually fully built. And that's part of the problem with doing it in like an unclean raid. You can't exactly follow it as easy as if it was back to basics and fully up.
And you can see there, 3 members of QWERTY spawn outside. Ooh, Big Kahuna have gone to Alphabet. Wow, Alphabet have got their arse in gear there. But yeah, Lil Pix inside for 2 Fluffy. QWERTY have got 1 out, 3 out the back. And 2 Fluffy are just pounding away. If I'm them, I'm aiming for this floor. Remove the rooftop as much as possible. Really just peel that can open. So we're just going to quickly check. Obviously, we saw this was the Big Kahuna base goes to Alphabet. Jellin and Co. get in and cause some trouble with Nikita. Have a quick look at M8, M9. Because Sky G are getting pressed by Cocktail. And it's not looking very good for them. But Bib are here as well. Bib are in. Wow. Ooh. So Cocktail and Bib. First and third. With Alphabet jumping into second from that last TC. But first and third, they're trying to raid. Oh no, there's Twig. There's Twig.
That was gone easy.
Popsicle gets 1. He doesn't hear them.
They can't let Cocktail take this as well. Gives them a bit more of a lead then.
Good hiding spot for YSX.
Winning is very good actually. It gets them very, very on the tail of Cocktail.
Yep, perfect for Bib if they can steal this. Bit of physics for you there.
Ooh, lovely. So
still going.
Wow.
We love a bit of Bungie, bit of elastic. Batman popping shots. Yeah, it's a good idea for one of them to hold this little gateway. As boys go to Gentlemen, that's a surprise. Down in the southeast there. We'll go and check that soon. But yeah, that leaves Gentlemen now as the last team of the 3 that were there. If we look at the leaderboard and see, you know, it was down there. Looper was the other team in there 3. So Boys gone in the southeast. Just leaves Gentlemen now.
Gentlemen. I mean, how are they the last one to survive out of those 3 bases? That doesn't sound right.
They PvP well. We said that before, you know. Their raiding was a bit subpar, but, you know, if the PvPing's good, easy raiding. Max in chat says, what if somebody VSP will blow directly to TC? How do you catch it? We have staff in the server. So not only are we watching this from the stream point of view, players do use shadow play and other things to record their own footage as well, just to prove it. A lot of them are streaming too, because they want people to watch them, you know, clapping cheeks and taking names. But we have admin members inside the server. Some will operate automatically in ESP mode, some watching just the normal admin view and then go ESP. But we have the capacity to see who's behaving sus. The ones that are difficult, you know, the people who are, you know, maybe, you know, just like light toggles, you know, just little bits of micro movements that, you know, that they're cheats, but they're so basic that it only adds you like a 1%. But anyone ESPing, we do catch a lot of that, and we have banned a lot of people in the past. You know, we've had quite a few people from all over the world banned for taking advantage, and we don't tolerate it. So, you know, if you see anyone, clip it up, pass it to our admins in the Base Invaders channel. The staff there will look at it, but you know, we do try and run a tight ship, and these days feels a lot more competitive for it.
Yeah, see it, say it, sort it.
Yeah. The British Railway. The British Railway motto there.
The first thing that came to my head. First thing that came to my head when you said that. No, no, brilliant. No, I think everyone's playing a bit fairer these days. Everyone's having a good time, and they're all players that have been here for ages as well. That's where the trust element comes in. A lot of the players have been coming
Ooh,
back.
Batman's been shot. There's a shot from a Pytoxical. Goes down.
Ooh.
It was a good little flick that. You heard the headshot crunch.
Could be a take now though for Cocktail, which would be amazing for them. It gets them all the way up to 300 points, nearly 100 points above Alphabet if they can make this raid happen. Plus kill points, who knows what they'll be.
It's a cheeky peep, but we knew he was going to rocket it. And you see there's nothing there, but he's getting ladder access. Now, looking at some of the other raids, you can see, obviously, we said we'd have a quick look. Boys have gone, gentlemen. Yeah.
Oh, me.
That's gentlemen going home, mate. Sorry.
Oh.
It's because I got so close the names weren't showing up. Gentlemen just taking back loot from the raid. They've got a scrappy as well. They've got a base repair here. They're laughing. And yeah, like you say though, the thing that surprised me is, I mean, actually, maybe they don't repair the walls because this is the compound's fixed. Staff have clearly been here and said, look, you know, your base is wrong. But you can still seal this compound and get a couple of walls in. There's a gap there. You can block that with a sideways wall, block that with a wall, and block that with a wall. So
how does that happen?
What, the gaps?
It's like they've been blindfolded to build the compound.
Well, it's because they built 2 compounds and they've got told off and you're only allowed 1. So I feel bad for some of the other teams. However, gentlemen with the team we said at the start, look at their base. This is a bit crap. We've watched them raid, wasn't great. We've watched them PvP, much sharper. Clearly got an eye for the shot. So gentlemen's play now is counter raid everyone. It's just anyone you see raiding, counter raid them. You know you're good at shooting, just cause them trouble. You'll pick up some PvP points and, you know, maybe get lucky and steal a TC.
Yeah, that's probably the best case scenario for them at the moment. Because wow, that is one ugly base.
Yeah. So Leon's still fighting Orgy. Just have a quick peek at this. Oh!
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
was
think...
that hit by a rocket? Or was that
it
just
must have been a stray rocket here. So the question is, do they know?
You caught that one like a falcon. How did you see that?
Eagle eye, mate.
Fair enough. You seen that up from underneath through a door onto another door. Brilliant.
So in fairness, have been casting base invaders for over 2 years. As Archeravian go out to 2 Fluffy, that's a good take. But now, can we get Leonce to take Orgy? They're so close to seeing it. So close. Oh, he's got a door on. He's got a door on. No. They're C4 for lobbing. Literally bombing out there.
They're bombing no one. That's a bit of a waste of boom, but...
No, Orgy know they're done. They know they're done.
They're gonna try and maybe look for some breaks above there. Just
they're trying to get. They're aiming for turrets. Now this one's gone because of the power, but this one hasn't. So that's why they're aiming for this one.
Like rocket warfare. This rocket to rocket.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh no.
You might hit someone in the far land.
No, he got a bag. He got a bag.
What a shot.
That's what it was
Calculated.
intended. It does like calculated, intended all the way along. But yeah, this is the bad way they're after as they're getting C4 lobbed at them. Smartly, Leon's taking a flank here. Take the gate out, take the walls out around it. Just hide from the angle.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, they deserve. Leon's deserve this now. Just carry on.
Now, ordinarily we go to break around now, but given there's boom going on, we're going to hang off. Obviously, if you don't want to go to break, Ped, you don't have to, but so far, this has been a very, wall-to-wall raiding.
Yeah, action-packed day today. More action-packed than usual, I'd say, for 4 months. But, as you said, a lot of teams in here today. And they've been performing very well, giving us a good little sighting before the evening falls. Well, the evening has fell, but before the night falls.
See, Leonce now in, Doggy's inside, taking a bit of damage. Hiding in the downstairs like I said he should. Oh, there you go, it's climbing up through the... No. Where you off to, boy? There you go, bit of a roof peak.
Oh.
As Pisco goes go to KGB. There's one. No one LK. There's 2 for 14. Now, the turret has gone. Yes. 14 kill the respawn. Do they know where the TC is? That's the big question. They've got the roof access now. Does he know?
No.
C4 on the one door. There you go.
Oh,
They're going to find it.
He's there.
C4 on the second door.
He's got it.
So,
Surely.
let's give it a second. Let's give it a second. They're going to be checking all the doors. Door number 2.
He's not checked yet.
You're going to see it. Ta-da! And there we have it.
There you go.
Doggy gets the TC. So, Leonce, 119 points in 9th place. We'll jump up to 159, 8th place. 1 ahead of Maltika. But finally, after all that,
an advent base just for the TC to be on the bloody roof. Oh my word. Disgusting, that. Disgusting.
I'd say, me, yeah, if they're clever, it's all in the walls. It's on the roof.
It's on the roof in one of the
So,
8 doors.
Yeah, just to show you the contrast of the text against. Oh, SkyG gone to Bib. So the contrast there. 14 teams left only. We've got 45 minutes. We've only got 14 teams left. We might get down to certainly last 10, maybe even last 5. So this is going to be real fun now for the remainder of the raid phase.
Yeah, Bib and Cocktail chased each other. 20 points in between around. So it's good.
So this was Pisco's base that went after a lot of sieging. This further up the coast also went. And now, who's getting ready to C5? QWERTY have taken a bit of a hit. Who's poking QWERTY? That's brave. I say that though. QWERTY are actually in 12th place. QWERTY are, all their players. QWERTY are a really good team, and they're only in 12th place. Crazy. So maybe QWERTY will get hit next. Maybe QWERTY have been flattering to deceive. Maltika with Wizard. Big fan of Wizard, me. You see that?
Yeah.
Good lad. Gives us a lot of highlights. I like it. Alphabet though. Making the push. Just have a look for here. I like the fact they've hid their base in the trees. I do think that helps. It's a little thing that a lot of teams don't do, but...
Camouflage.
Yeah, not so much that. More like just a rocket interception. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, Within! You sneaky little bugger. Just peeking up from behind. And again, was on the roof. Hollow as well. Masio gets a few hits and the Wizard's got to heal up quickly. You'll bleed out, mate. There's Fescon's here for Arena as well. Wow. No gear, though. Hopefully some idea.
He sees a gun. He sees a backpack.
Did he find one?
Also meet his maker. It is in front
Oh,
of him, but he's not going towards it. Oh.
No, I'd say Carvalhol's finding people. Ellie's here as well. Lil Pick. How many Lil Picks are there? There were 2 on Team 2 Fussy. And there's now 1 on Carvalhol as well. It's too many. Too many Lil Picks, I tell you. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the 4th one anyway.
I'll say, let us know in chat which one you think A is the real one and that B, the better one.
We'll reveal it at the end.
If we find out. Whichever little pick standing at the end is the best one, but we don't. We'll have to interrogate people. Who's the real one? Because it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Still, at least people have stopped playing as me now. That helps.
It'd be brilliant if you actually wasn't playing. I know where he is. I know where the real one is.
No. Oh, I got him! Jellin gets Hollow through the gate. Through the garage door, apologies.
Oh, poor guy.
Is he C4'ing it just for insult? Yes, he is. Beautiful.
Good old Jellin, keeping to his makes. I don't know, is he waiting for a res? I mean, I'd just jump off there.
I think the risk is if he jumps off, he's completely giving himself away, whereas he could bounce back here. So give him a second. He might stand back up. If he stands back up, fantastic. Here comes Within. Door's open. Uh-oh. Oh. There you go. He could have taken that shot.
Oh. Oh.
And he did take that shot. Excellent from Within.
He's got the revive as well.
And he stood. He stood. And he shut them. Oh, no.
And he fell down after all.
Oh, no. The second he stood up was like, I've made it. Headshot. It was a double headshot from... Oh, he's gone though. Within counters for a double headshot of his own.
What is happening
So
on this
that's
roof right now?
madness. So Lil Pick gets a double onto Hollow, and then Wiving gets a double onto Lil Pick. Nice little trading. Malkitka, sorry. No, Malitka. I can't talk. Christ. Malitka lives to fight another day, but Alphabet straight back in here with Nikita. Nikita without the pants.
Yeah. No pants and nearly dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone's, it's proper grub warfare up here. Nikita's down, gelling. Slaps
forgot
Wiving.
This is Makita's base, isn't it? Yeah, not Makita. I forgot whose base it was because that many teams in and out of it. It's so hard to realise.
It is Malitka's base. It is.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll say Alphabet are in here. Obviously, Malitka trying to defend. Carvalol have been here as well in the back. And now we've got Padany in the distance too. Whether they're coming across or just been stopped en route, but lots of interest in this fight. So we've got 3. Ooh, Gentlemen are under attack. Arena, here we go. Bad base is finally getting tested. Got the kill inside, traded out though because it was such a bad spot to fight in general. But
maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe no. Whoa.
I'd say someone was either using a shotgun. I thought it was a bean can for a second. It was a shotgun.
How's it ended up in there? Well, lovely. Gonna be getting rid of some of the doors. PC is obviously the goal. It's an interesting amount of doors in this base. You see, you've got to be very patient. So you've got to give the players credit. You've got to be very patient in this game. Just to think of how if I was to play base.
Here we go. Oh, that's a bloodbath. Irina killed by Gentleman after Gentleman taking out the first hit.
Bang. It's more than they've done before, though. So they've made.
Is that a defense? It's a defense. Oh no, Irina, you balls! Oh, here we go. Irina are back for round 2. Bunny's outside. Bunny gets Fescon.
Oh my! Oh.
And Brinks kills last played September 18th.
It was a good idea until they got off the plane.
It was a good idea until you flew a really loud helicopter into the open air.
Yeah.
We are here, gentlemen.
It's like all great until they landed, and then they realised that we're not actually as good as we thought we were.
Yeah. Well, this is why we take highlight stamps though for our monthly highlight reel. For this will be in the March highlight reel, and we get to showcase people when they do silly things like flying glider helicopters into the floor directly at people with machine guns. Because it turns out you lose.
They don't survive.
Yeah, you know, it's the chances of survival pretty slim when someone's got an easy shot at you running at them. So,
especially a team whose biggest point is PvP.
Exactly.
But they couldn't have known that. So we'll give them that one.
True. So, looking at the leaderboard, Gentlemen are in last place, still 81 points, but hey, they're surviving.
Ooh, they aren't.
Leonce taking a punch at, taking a punch rather, sorry. Maybe taking a punch.
I wouldn't see new gens getting raided here though. I
don't know.
I'm gonna back them. I've got to back the team that have. I look at that team. I look at how solid it is, and I'm like, you can't say they're gonna lose, right? Surely not. But then all these people always seem to have 99 wins, and they still end up losing.
Well,
Heads predictions
never
work.
say never. But you can
They've
see
got a lot of doors.
Let's say, if we do we get to the roof eventually? Yes, they've blown all the access through to the roof except for the roof bit, or if there was anything ever there. Because this at the moment seems a bit lazy. So Jack's running out. Jack's giving the game away, and Jack's giving his life away. 4 life gets an easy kill as Jack. It reminds me of who was the Stark brother in Game of Thrones, the youngest brother who doesn't zigzag across the field and then gets shot in the back. It's a bit like that. Just didn't weave enough. Just taking a very, very low percentage run out in the open to try and stop the raiders. And this is why I think that Leonce might get somewhere. Not necessarily that they're going to get the raid off themselves, but KGB and Don are nearby. If New Gen start to show a bit of weakness to Leonce, someone else will come in around the back. For now, we'll say for now a bit slow and steady. So let's jump up to I5. Let's have a look back at Malitka's base because there's the boom. There's the boom. Hello.
It's like a dog bone. The two sides of it have been munched. It's just the middle left with the little pieces of meat stuck to it still. That has definitely been chewed up and spat out. Not many places where it could be. I mean, it's an absolute war zone.
Wait till they discover you have to put C4 on doors. I know they're blowing through that, so is there much point? Below the door. You're gonna kill yourself.
Oh, he's okay.
Well, you got to kill though. Fair play. That's Malikra. Oh wow.
Got it.
No, it was on the other side. It was on the other side. Yeah, no, I was like, wait, what? Because I was like, I'm listening out for the boom. So Carvalhol takes second place now. Malikra gone. Didn't see where the TC was. It was somewhere over this side.
Oh, over there, it counts.
Yeah. The risk now though, Carvalhol have got their full team here. If somebody was to pick on Carvalhol now while they're here.
Be an opportunity. Any businessmen about seeking opportunity and adventure?
Yeah. So, gentlemen actually have 5 points off Arena and 6 points off QWERTY. For all that we've been shit-talking them, they are still in the raid phase, and they are still in the event, and, you know, some of these teams that we think, oh yeah, they're really good teams, they're only just ahead of them, so it is what it is. But, yeah, 35 minutes to go. Only the one raid in the map, which is now entering our little quiet spot, our little lull. And,
surely someone's got to go out of these three.
you would assume so. You really would.
Yeah.
So, Leonce just getting themselves restarted again with this little bait spot.
Lovely.
Are they trying to bait? Are they trying to bait?
Ooh.
Here comes Jack. Here comes Jack. There comes Jack.
I know he's there.
What?
Wow.
What was that bait?
Oh.
Oh my god. They baited Jack by shooting the floor, and then 2 of them died because they failed their own ambush. That's... oh, man.
It's scary.
It's something. Speaking of scary, though, now Team Donna here, Pishik and Classic, Troika on the back, Tanya over at base.
Maybe New Gens are going to get raided. KGB are going to jump on as well.
If I'm KGB, Don's too much of a risk. I'm pushing Leonce out. If I'm KGB, I'm flanking Leonce. Get rid of Leonce. Think, yeah, they're pushovers. The problem is, if they go for that, Don might also be doing the same thing here. It's Classic going full live. I'll say what the... Ooh! Pinocchio appears from behind the gate. Surprise. You're down. Tanya gets hit from the distance as well by Leonce. Suddenly it's got a bit spicy. Just have a quick follow of Pishik as he's hugging the wall again. Getting himself back round to the safe side, the base side.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope for New Gens here. They need to be careful, especially in 4-mans as well. Getting two teamed is much harder. Whereas in 7-mans, you know, if you have 2 or 3 good PvPers fighting in line, then it's never really a problem, is it? You've got the PvP team; they just go through people like it's nothing. But this is a different situation. Although they're handling it perfectly. Ooh.
Oh wow, Finn!
He's awkward. Oh, unlucky.
Just got him, but Don took 2 losses there. And nearly lost Classic. Here comes Pinocchio. Can he spot him? No, he hasn't. Making the noise, making the noise.
Oh, wow, they're going to play this game. Oh, no.
And Tanya's like, yep, thanks for the gun. I'll have the kit. And now, Donna in the compound. Pinocchio's respawned. What's he doing? Is he going to... Can he get over the helicopter? There you go. He's over it. But Donna into the compound. And this is exactly what they want. Jack goes down. Back timers, bed timers. It's going to start adding up, Ped. It's going to start adding up.
It is. Kills do make the world go round in Rustoria base Invaders. And wow, if you actually look at the leaderboard, Carvalhol jumping right up. It's so close. It's like those top 4 teams really are very much in the...
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing is, if somebody was to get Cocktail out, suddenly that top 6 opens up really. Well, sorry, the 5 below Cocktail. If one of those top teams goes out, it's gets a bit spicy. So let's see. There you go. Don now smartly pushing up here. Leonce haven't spotted them on that side. Are they trying to breach the roof though from this point? Jack's up here. Jack knows ESP's up here. Oh!
Good kill.
How Pinocchio got next to Pishik and Tanya? I know he's dead, but how? He just walked up next to them.
Because he's a sneaky guy.
ESP's outside. Oh!
They've got the bed spawns there, to be fair. I mean, probably a good start would be to take those beds out if you're...
Oh, DSP with a slap down.
Oh, nearly free. The fair one on the roof.
He had a handgun
Oh.
and he got the kill. I mean, he traded, but yeah, did so much with so little.
And that's what makes them a standout team. That's why I think they're going to survive. But with this abuse they're getting from two sides, Leon's I think maybe inside the base there on the other side, or at least approaching to be inside the base.
They've punched the hole in the corner, so they're now breaching the compound. I did say this slowly but surely chip way in, so you know that's how it's gone. We've got Advent Ped. We've got Advent. So
you've got to give trusty new gens giving us a.
Yeah, hopefully the TC is in an Advent corner inside the walls, but you never know.
You never know.
We've seen some people put theirs on the roof because why not? So now comes the Leon's approach.
Can't mess about with the tactics. You can't overdo an Advent. Advent's the most insane strat. The OG.
Well, do let us know in chat whether you think it's on the roof or on in the Advent calendar on the wall. And hopefully in the next couple of minutes we'll be able to show you it getting taken in whichever spot it's in. There's classic defends out here against Leon's, holding them back, both low. The 1v2 and he's winning out, but now Troika's turn.
See, I say this every time. We see this situation when there's two teams raiding. Just let them in. They're doing a better job than you are on the other side. So why are you defending it? Let them in, and then you don't have to spend as much boom. There you go. Finally, they've got them beds, the ones I was talking about. That's where Pinocchio and them kept coming from, and they finally took them down.
Yeah. What? New gen? Oh wow! Oh wow!
What? That was easier said than done. Was it there?
I'm just double checking. I can't see where they are.
Was it a long shot? Was it a pot? Was it in?
It's surely not. They've only breached this corner. I'm honestly trying to find. I'm going to really disappoint. I was going to skirt around the outside a second, just peek up like that.
It must be just one of the little gaps.
But it makes no. Let's just have a quick look at the roof down. It's not. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
If that was on the roof again, then that is absolutely disgraceful.
Well, there's nothing on the roof. I mean,
possibly there.
No, it wasn't. Don punched that hole and didn't get through. That was the point. They got stopped because they were getting defended. So they tried to take out Leonce and stuff. But yeah, fair play. I mean, let's just check. It's not.
Do one of those.
No, that's the roof access. Crazy. I'd say apologies for missing that, but I'm still missing it. I've got camera access. Yeah, it's crazy. Presumably it wasn't.
In one of the little holes.
Must have been in one of the corners, yeah, but it's just mad to think it was, because the only things I can see are open is like the bit there on the outside edge where you wouldn't put a TC there. So then it's like, okay, was it in one of these? But you wouldn't put a TC in them either. So then you've got an outhouse. Well, the outhouse was fully cleared already. This is still shut up. Hence all the doors. And again, it's perfectly just a door corridor, just to be a bait. Same for this, doors and beds, you know. So, yeah, no idea, but we are down to 12 teams now. Gentlemen still 6 points behind Arena. 7 now, apologies. 3 teams tied on 110 points. But, yeah, it's crazy, crazy fine there. And KGB now lining up on Don. And that is 6th place, lining up on 8th place.
Scary. Big hair for Don. They haven't really been tested much, have they? Don, I wouldn't say. I haven't seen them been tested.
They're in such a safe position, it's hard to test them. You know, how do you get to a team when there's 4 other bases before it? Because if you get lucky and bypass those bases, you're then going to have the teams look back at you when you make the boom. Even if if you're lucky enough to dodge them sniping you off the roof, or being on the fields fighting you for PvP around walls, they're going to hear you boom and they're going to look at you and go, oh, there's a man in the open there. There's a free PvP point. I'm going to kill him. So, makes a lot of sense. QWERTY having a pop here as well, so Donna being careful.
It's always a lovely time when we see these setups. See what's going through the players' heads. Both sets
Classic. Classic's approaching. Gentlemen have gone. Wow, Bib. Classic gets 1.
Time.
Here's the defending. Classic for number 2. Oh, he goes down. Pishik though, Pishik. Pitching swimming. There's two.
Like the Piranha's attack. He's going to get the
he gets
scar.
traded.
What a defense. He has
That was
had 2 good kills there.
It's good defense. So 2 for 2. Not the end of the world for KGB. The risk is QWERTY coming in the side. What's Terminator doing?
That is a nice looking pile.
Let's say he's looted. He's dead.
QWERTY pushing up from their northern position. It seems. Are they the
Yep.
final base in the north?
They are. So one of them up here. So I'll just show you. This is QWERTY's base. Sorry, Too Fluffy's base and QWERTY's base up here on the coast. So
Why
if
are they...
if I'm too fluffy, I'm going for QWERTY.
They're looking Lil Pick, or is it Lil Pick?
It presumably is. Just double check. I think he knows they're not home.
I know who it really is.
Who is it?
Well, no.
Probably...
I know who it really isn't. It's not Lil Pick.
I wouldn't be surprised if Deathwing was one of these little picks as well today. It's about
that one there is either Dylan Zito, Nair, Mario, or Moors.
It'd be Mario. Moors is playing as Moors. It'd be Mario in Too Fluffy.
Yeah.
So, but there's there were 2 little picks in Too Fluffy though.
2. Well, none of them are. Lil Pick's not even playing for any of the teams we've seen Lil Pick in so far. That's the best part.
So is Mario and Dylan both playing for Too Fluffy in the Discord?
Yeah.
Then they are both Lil Pick.
Really?
There's your answer. So who's the one? Carvalol had a Lil Pick as well.
Let's go look at Carvalol. Ooh.
This strikes me as a Mario move as a solo, but it could be Dylan. Could be Dylan. Oh,
I don't even think Lil Pick's called Lil Pick either. That's the best part about it. Lil Pick actually isn't called Lil Pick.
Yeah.
So Carvalol have a Russian guy. Lick, Eclipse, and Bonacqua. I haven't seen Eclipse's name today. Could be Eclipse.
Yeah, it could be Eclipse. Again, Eclipse normally of RNC.
But Lil Pick actually is playing, I think.
It makes sense. Lil Pick often does play. Now, there's... Oh, yeah. There you go. Turns off the generator. Oh! The other turret is spotted in, though. Got to be careful here. C4 on that turret to get rid of it. That's the access. Lil Pick here knows, though. Or Lil Mario, or Lil Dylan Zito. Lilin Zito, we can call him that. It knows there's another turret. Going to go straight for the other side. Is that the same spot? No, it is not. So, if we peek through the wall, yeah, double doors. It's a good point to go through. Oh, he blows his own ladders, though. So what's he doing this time? I wonder
if he's realised he's the only one there. I mean... They're not going very bloody fast.
He's coming. So Moors and 666. Yeah, second Lil Pick's coming. Moors and 666 are over home way, clearly defending something. The second Lil Pick is coming, so QWERTY's base fully going to be picked on now. So a quick look back at Don's base, because Leonce are here. Don are defending against KGB. QWERTY have turned up as well. Here comes Scuba Steve himself. Scuba.
Yeah. They're liking the water, though. I must say, the water PvP is definitely happening. Beautiful.
Yeah. Don getting rid of the beds. This is a great defense against KGB. Bit disappointed in KGB, to be honest, but, you know, it is what it is.
It's gone already. Oh. Oh.
There's one. And there's 2. Pizza cleans up his 3. Oh.
Placed the wall too early.
Yeah. Tanya does not let Pizza finish her off.
That'd have been probably a setup for a raid as well there, maybe.
Yeah, so Don respawn nearby as well. KGB are lurking, shooting from their own base. But that's a very nice turnaround. QWERTY disrupting Leonce as well, so Don should survive for another day. Now, the bottom of the map has been cleared out. Let's have a quick check over in L7.
Like a Liverpool postcode, that, L7.
Yeah. So all the good cities have a single letter. Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham.
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Cocktail have been attacked and have defended. Cocktail are... Oh, there you go. Defense points have just kicked in. Cocktail gained 25 defense points, jump back into first place over Bib. Let's go next door. Whose base is this? Carvalol. There you go. Third place Carvalol. Padany are lurking. Was it Carvalol picking on them, though? And where's the damage?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you see his little scratch on the metal over there.
Who's that? Carvalho? Yeah, so Carvalho. Yeah, it's just a little smidge. So, okay. L5's cleared the bigger then. Irina. Carvalho going out to raid them. Maybe it's a counter revenge raid, sorry. Oh! Foundy wiping! Foundy wiping! Yeah!
Oh, please do it. I've not seen this thing done. I
Yeah!
always see the start up of it, but I never see it being completed. Do they even realise that this is happening to them?
Surely they're inside. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're inside. They're inside. Arena's Don Dollars on the roof. Dumpy is coming through the back gate now. Fescar's inside too. Has Dumpy got a gun? Dumpy's got a gun. Here we go. Dumpy goes down. You've got to res Ellie. If you're going for a fanny, what you've got to keep it up. Oh, that's 2 down from the roof though.
Oh. Oh.
Dumpy coming in from outside.
Yeah, that's a chance to kill too there.
Oh, they've got hang on.
Naked, is it?
Oh, the roof gets again. Cocktail getting poked as well. Arena are holding off really well here. Carvalho, Ellie.
Oh, that's what I was saying about these foundy wipes. They are so hard to do, but I've never seen one being completed before.
So Carvalho are back already, Lil Pick and CPU, so they've got to have spots nearby real close. There you go. Told you. Ooh. Here's Team Bib. Cocktail White X poking Team Bib. Third place getting chased off by first while they're all fighting against 10th place.
Yeah. Wow. How is it? It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa now. It's really leaning over to one side. It's got those foundations on one side. Oh, it's going on. Come on, it's still on.
So realistically, you want to get some more C4 in this bad boy.
Interesting approach. Are they trying to shoot him down? No.
Got to be careful. You've attracted a lot of attention by shooting upwards. You know.
Dumpy's just sort of like, hang on a second. Oh no, you've peeked. Oh. This game has you on edge all the time.
So the best raids have got the best foundation raids have got C4 and rockets. You know, just get in there, hit it hard, keep C4 inside, keep the booms going. It's Dumpy jump through the middle of the core, gets 1 kill, goes down to CPU. If your CPU is 95 degrees, I'd call for help because it really shouldn't be.
Gotta set fire to his computer. Silly boy.
There's Dumpy again. Carvalho hasn't spotted. Has Dumpy got a gun?
I don't know. Why don't you shoot up there?
Oh, Padney are lurking. Cocktail are at home. Padney are lurking.
They're all left their base as well. The Cavs team. Cavs are all. They've left their base and they've got 2 players, 2 teams looking at them, thinking, this base is this 40 points could do well on our score.
Rena goes down. Here comes Carvalho again. Masso. Lil Pick, CPU, all flooding in. Try and get rocket launchers, try and get guns. Pick it all back up. Got less than 18 minutes to clear this base and topple it. If Arena go, then we go into final 10 teams. I said before we get close to 5, but hey, if we have less than 10, I'll be impressed though. The raid phase did slow down just a little bit. I think people used a lot more boom than they intended to on some of the teams with the counter raiding.
Yeah, a very over-ambiguous attempt at a foundy wipe, I'd say.
It's not bad though, they're not far from the other side. The adage that we always refer to is, you know, keep raiding the base till you see daylight on the other side. Well, they're about to see daylight through the foundations. So, it's...
Yeah. If they'd have carried on with the same speed, but I reckon they ran out of boom. That could be my only reason for the stopping. But, there's another Lil Pick, who also is not the Lil Pick. The real Lil Pick, anyway.
Will the real Lil Pick please stand up?
Indeed. I know where he is, actually, as well. Brilliant part. I want to see if he's actually called Lil Pick, though, before I announce who it is.
Which team's he in? Just give us a hint.
He is in Padney.
Then I really don't think he's called Lil Pick. I don't.
Yeah, I've not seen them all in. I've seen Buga, and that's about it for those players.
Dumpy got dumpstered.
Right. Break those foundations. I want to see it. I want to see it fall. seen something before. But
Yeah, it's starting to crumble a little bit.
Oh yes, here it is.
Come on.
Oh, fucking so anticlimactic. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, guys.
They're getting picked on from outside. Here comes Dumpy again on the outside.
Oh.
Don's got gun. Don has. Oh, rocket. Hang on. They're
He's
wasting.
doing
No,
no
yeah, they're wasting rockets on purpose. Smart move.
They would have got a kill though. Got a kill would have been better.
Jellin. Oh, Alphabet. They made so much noise. Alphabet have got here. The walls are breaking on the beds. Alphabet are here. Alphabet can put their own walls down. See for the beds.
Well,
Or
he's
is
not
he
even
gonna
bothered. Oh, there it is. He heard you. Has he even got? Oh,
It's Decay. They've been here that long. It's been 8 minutes of fighting.
I thought every time he walked past something collapsed. I thought he was like a wizard.
Just timing. I mean, to be fair, yeah. If Jellin could be a wizard. Looking close, boys.
I mean, a team shooting pointless rockets. This team take it all the way. I mean, if they're gonna go like this, what was the whole point of the Foundry wipe in the first place? Yeah.
I think it's because there's too many people have come and got in the way of them now. That it's not safe for them to be low down anymore. Before, they were just freely rocketing the foundations out and it's easy going. Now it's too risky. However,
yeah.
if I'm one of the teams, I'm pushing in here and going, you know what? Let's have a look.
Take that foundation.
Say, someone from Padney's lurking around by Cocktail's base, unless that's Padney's base. We'll check in that second. Cocktail, RP, White X, and Batman.
Who is Lexatime? I'm just trying to put names to names here. They've got Fax in that team as well. So another very solid team, as well as Solo. So, oh, Cocktail too. The other two at. Oh wow, that's a confusing.
White X and Batman pushing in. Just have a quick check. Is this Cocktail's base over here? Yes,
Padney
it is.
must be over here.
So Padney, Padney are lurking. Quick check now of it because Bib are going in on someone's base. Or oh, this is Bib base. Okay, that's a shame. So somebody poked at Bib then. Who did that?
Oh, that base is lovely.
It's just good, isn't it? It's just nice.
Just the style of it, uniqueness.
Yeah.
Skill. Those wings. It looks like something out of Skyrim.
And so, bit of variations what we like to see in the smaller events, you know, a bit of a base style. This is still a big base. This would do well in 5s and 6s, you know. It's really not bad. So this is the raid down here. We've only got 3 raids on the map at the moment. We've only got 11 teams left anyway, so you're going to see fewer raids. Now we have got a raid over on QWERTY's base. 2 Fluffy are in on it. QWERTY are coming back.
Took them long enough. Let's be real. They were sort of tiptoeing around the bush eventually. They're using that as a hiding space, which isn't a bad idea. Oh.
Oh, now.
They're going for the core. Maybe they have some.
They're trying to peel the whole thing open there.
Yeah.
AGB having a look into Russian Tone again, hit by Lil Pick.
Taken the roof. They've taken control of the top.
It's the right way to do it, but you still need to blow through these doors. Chebarek goes down real low. Yeah. Beton in as well. Good ladder on the door there. They have to give themselves away if they're going to get through it. I need to blow through this a bit more. It would make sense given it's a half flooring for it to be in there. But
there's not enough time to waste, to be honest. They need to a little bit more speed.
Beton goes down. Fluffy 666 gets the kill. AGB goes down to Joker in the compound now. Lurking for a way back up top. See lots of doors, lots of garage doors, single sheet doors, you name it. It's all there available. This seems the most promising though, in terms of the compact nature. Ooh! Ladder on the outside, tried his best. Now they're starting to breach again through the gap. Need to push here though. Push, push, push.
I don't know. 10 minutes. Is it enough time? Have they got enough boom? So many questions going.
I think they have. Now, if 2 Fluffy get this, they'd be 255. That would put them into 5th place. Given how many teams are left as well. I don't know if it's enough to do any higher. There was TC, though, in that box. Just spotted it as they wait for the boom. So Too Fluffy get QWERTY. We are now down to 10 teams trying to pan to the sky as you can read them. So any team in red has been eliminated. Just those 10 in white left now. Padany in last place, Arena 9th, Don 8th, KGB 7th, Leon 6th. So it's a bit of a three-horse race at the top. Carvalhal, Cocktail, Bib. Personally, I think Bib are going to nick it, but that's just me. And then a second tier of Alphabet, Too Fluffy, Leonce and KGB. But all in all, fair play to everyone still in it. It's been a very aggressive raid phase. We've got 10 minutes left of it, so let's see who can make some remaining moves. If we look on the map, there is only one raid left, so we'll take ourselves back over to Arena Space and the Foundation attempt. Alphabet haven't cleaned out the beds yet, unless they've taken the beds over themselves. Nope, Carvalhal's beds still. Farming them up.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. QWERTY don't seem to be having a good time. But this base is somehow, well, for now, stuck on, but Cocktail are there. This is one that's going to get raided, I think, before the end. Yeah,
and it feels bad. If you're Fescar now, you've pretty much resigned to being out, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Maybe they could survive for 10 minutes. Obviously, again, we saw Kaylee in chat before. She's played a few times in the past, won a few times in the past as well. But, I mean, her old team, crewmates, from when I first started casting, crewmates used to get bullied all the time and would, regularly go 30, 60, even the full 90 of raiding and survive, despite being, under siege, basically, for lack of a better term. They were just constantly being barraged and raided and bullied. And they would last it out. So, we have seen, not miracles, but, that level of heroism, that level of determination to stay into it. Maybe Team Arena can do it. If they did, likelihood really is they're not going to jump up from 9th place, but, unless somebody goes out at least.
The top 9 get wiped, there you go. Top 8 get wiped, there you go first.
Yeah. Everyone gets done for cheating in Arena win. GG. So, Bugle now making a push.
Got a player on a kill streak as well, Arena, so that's good. That's what you would be seeing for them.
Cocktail is starting to make a way out as well. They're coming out of base.
So it's the winning raid. It is the winning raid.
It feels like it.
Well, for Alphabet. No, not for Alphabet. They're out of it. It will be for Cocktail. They're the only team here. And Carvalhal, I think, I've seen around.
The one that we really want, the one we'd love to see take it is Padany. If Padany take it, it just ruins all their fun. Obviously, if Arena survived as well, but yeah.
Makes me down to kill points.
KGB, Russian name I can't pronounce. Apologies. It's on a 5-kill streak. And again, like we said in the EU event as well, or rather, like I said in the chat, the on-screen graphics being pink and white, we know it's difficult to read. Really sorry. It was something that was done around the time of Trust in Rust when we did a bit of our own updates. You can see on our screen our own purple and white graphics. Much clearer to read, you'll agree. And that is what we've submitted to the designer to get fixed for this. So hopefully the Base Invaders graphics in server will colour scheme match up with ours soon. So just to make it legible, but you never know.
He's got very good eyesight.
Yeah. Padany in the compound, Carvalhal coming back in, Cocktail are in, Alphabet are in. So Ellie goes down, CG will pick up the gun. Nice.
If they survive, you know what? Fair play to them. Hats off to them. But
well, it's 3 of them outside with guns.
Oh, not anymore. One of them's gone down. Oh, one of them died. One of them went down, and now they've all gone. There you go. Yeah, it's like a carousel of players just all running around the base from different teams, all looking for those 40 points.
So it's gone a little bit mad. 7 minutes 14 seconds to go. Just going to quickly double check the radar to make sure there's no other raids going on. Actually, let's have a quick check, see if anyone's lurking around here. So Leonce have got 1 member at home. Donna are all at home. KGB, couple lurking. So these guys not in any danger of causing trouble. Bib, there you go. Bib are getting ready for war.
The last 5 minutes. I mean, this is what I'll say this about these players. I don't know what it is, but why do they always feel like waiting until the last 5 minutes to make a push? is the answer.
Well, because they're being returned on. So if they get a sneak TC with like 5-6 minutes to go, and then someone else has to act, it gives them as long as they
Yeah.
have to react. That's the logic. I've spoken to a few teams about it, and that's the logic: is hold off as much as you can.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Obviously, there's the reverse side of, well, you have enough time, but they might be confident. They might have already scouted someone out. And you know what?
Ooh,
QWERTY may be the option to go for there.
Hadn't he poking Carvalhol solo?
Shooting a box in the centre.
I think he wonders if there's any boom in it.
I think he needs it. Yeah, I don't think he has any.
There was nothing in it.
Well, that is now a waste of bullets, a waste of time, and he looks like an absolute moron. Lovely. Get him on the highlights. And that's a real deal or no deal, actually. That is a brilliant deal or no deal situation.
Yep, so Carvalhol's base is okay. Which brings us back then to Arena. I can hear another boom. Oh, that's why I could hear it. Too fluffy. Too fluffy going on an alphabet. 5th place and I'm 4th place. Trying to take the turret. Yep, they're all trying to take the turret out. There's one. Well, they've already got the second one, actually. Where's the third one? Down here.
Oh, lovely. One player went down there. Back up, I think.
You can C4 that, though, surely.
2 players went down. He's jumped the rocket. Maybe no C4?
Also missed his rocket from that close range. Come on.
This is a good example of rocket versus too fluffy.
Alphabet know they're here, though. Alphabet know they're here. It was one of Alphabet's members that spawned on the roof and died. There's the turret gun. 3 turrets down. That's it. Now Alphabet are going to get sieged by Too Fluffy. Personally, I'm thinking this. C4 on the beds. There's a hatch.
Oh, I see a little Rustoria chest, I think, down there.
So get
the window.
So burn the doors, burn the beds, really pound through this one. You've got to act fast here, Too Fluffy. Because 5th place isn't bad, but they can go to 295 and jump into 4th and take out Alphabet in the process. And again, with the other teams fighting, if someone was to do something else, suddenly that 4th can become 3rd.
Who is... Oh, surely Carvalhol can't win. Surely not.
So Bib out in action, so I'm wondering where Bib are going to.
Yeah, I mean, the best bet's probably going to someone like QWERTY or...
So Carvalhol are safe.
They must be there, right, surely? Cocktail
are okay as well.
So Erna?
Where are Bib? Have Bib gone over here? It's Too Fluffy.
Snowy Mountain, I think.
Huh.
The same as everyone else.
Bib are coming for Don.
Oh, wow. Don are all home, though.
That's a strange raid to take. Don are all home. Maybe they think PvP points, but...
They're too far behind.
I regret the caster curse of saying Bib will take 1st place, because this isn't how you take 1st place, boys. You've gone for the one team that's at home defending that are rocketing back at you. Like, this is an aberration of a raid attempt.
Oh, dear. That is the worst decision I've ever heard.
Man, they had over 6 minutes to raid. They had a helicopter in the air. They could see that this is the one site that 2 teams are at home with. Leonts are here, Don are here, KGB are here. Not all of the members from all 3 teams, but most of them. Why would you come here?
Yeah,
really don't get it. Really, really don't get it.
Something else, that. It's something else.
It is. I'd call it inting, but it's just bad. Just bad play. So, Jelen coming back now as well. Wow, they're coring through this. They're making good time, making it for the fact of, other teams doing silly stuff. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go.
How is Erna still alive, man? What's going on? It's like I'm just 4 or 5 teams there. I don't.
So, Arena, so sat in 2nd to last place. They're doing their thing.
Oh, they're not last. Good on them.
So 147 points. They've jumped over Padney. Surprising, really. Honestly thought Padney would do much better. Lil pick for Carvalhol. The fake Lil pick. One of 3 fake Lil picks on a 5-kill streak. And yeah, we are slowly running out of time.
Yeah, I don't reckon this one's going to relate into a raid. It's too much to look at before you...
Yeah. Just trying to have a quick peek, see of the inside of the walls there, what sort of type they've got. But again, it's a nicely built base by Alphabet. Really is. Like, watch Too Fluffy get the raid now the second they go away, but it's one of them that...
Ooh.
Just...
Can they force on?
Well, Leon's are causing some trouble here, but...
No sign of Bib. So it's not going to relate into anything, really.
No, Leon's could maybe jump themselves up into 4th place if they were to get this. Again, lovely bit of a base build on this one. But running out of boom, 40 seconds mark coming up.
Yeah, you've not given yourself a lot of time here.
No. Just having a quick peek through the base. Again, we're on a delay of 2 minutes, so anything I see now you won't see in time for the event. But no, nothing here but the quick peek I've got, so we're going to take ourselves back north. Padley back at Carvalhol, nothing going there. Bib finally having a try at someone else. Cocktail, nothing happening there. I'm telling you now. 15 seconds to go.
Arena, are they still underneath the...
Yeah. 10 seconds now. Underneath Arena's base. We said miracles could happen. And here we are. Team Arena getting Foundy wiped. 2 seconds. 1. And we are done. Woo! Into the sky we go. And like that, boom. Event complete. And our winners are Carvalhol.
Very close there, though. 5 points between it. That's just kills as well, that one. So, whoa. But look at that. I mean, look at those stats, though. 3 raids completed and 7 defenses. Did we even... Huh? Did we even see the 7? I mean, I know there was a couple of one-man's attempts, but that's very, very, very good. And another fake Lil pick was the top killer. Yeah,
no, it's a nice effort. And again, sometimes some of these defenses, they can just be little defenses. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could have lasted for all of 20 seconds. So it's one of them, we have to be careful reading into the stats too much. But honestly, Carvalhol, fair play, deserved to win today. And just looking at that, Lil Pick 62 kills, Masio 68, CPU 46. So it's a strong effort. If we jump down to Team 2, Cocktail. Again, Whitex 86, that's insane. Real Touch 85, really flexing there. 2 raids, 5 defenses. Only 5 points in it.
Kill points, definitely the 2 players there as well. Really, really good stuff. Wittex always does it, though. It's one of Wittex's characteristics, the PvP god of Rustoria base invaders. We see him all the time.
Yeah, flexing. Jump down to Team 3 then. Bib, Toxical 40. Again, not many on the kill points there. That's a big surprise. Because they're 47 points, 52 points behind the top 2. You split out 52, 53 points across their team. Their team looks similar kill score wise, if not still worse off than the 2 above them. They've done well at the raiding. They've done clearly quite well at defending. They're still positive KDA, but imagine what they could have done if they just had a little bit more of a kill Chad on their team. That's not. It's not to be disrespectful because Toxical's a good player. From what we saw today of Reboss and Sunny, good players. Didn't really see much of Casper, but builder. So, that's to be expected. But all in all, just little tweaks. Maybe you sacrifice Sunny or Reboss and go for a bit more of a sweat player. But Bib were aggressive. Bib played well. Alphabet, we skipped down to them in 4th. K was their builder. Jellin, top score 56. No surprise there. Nikita, second, 41. I mean, again, similar sort of thing. 60 points behind, near enough. 1 raid defense difference. Very close KDA wise. And I think that's where it starts to show, as we get on the leaderboard, just a bit close. Not quite enough of a distance. And it does tie in again with what you said about us in the attack phase. Just how many teams are built clustered together. We didn't necessarily see it. Block each other out in terms of the ability to raid and stuff, but it certainly limits the safety of getting an advantage. because even if you get an advantage over Team A, Team B is going to come at you for a counter or just a roof snipe. So there's always difficulties with
like moving a
that.
chessboard.
Yeah, exactly. So it can be tricky in the smaller events. So we don't judge too harshly. But again, solid performance for everyone to finish, because it was we lost so many teams. Too Fluffy, 5th place, 260. Moore's top killing. It's the only time he's going to do that.
Your pick wasn't very good. Both of them.
So you add up their scores together and they still don't match up to 666.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible.
Nah, it is what it is. But that said, 4 raids though, no defences. Imagine if they'd been poked a bit. They probably would have got enough raid defence points to jump Alphabet. And a bit more time, a bit more chance at Alphabet's base, probably would have ridded them anyway. So, very unlucky not to see them take 5 raids. And yeah, it is what it is. They've done well, they've finished high. Just a little bit more on them. And they could have made something interesting. Because again, look at the thing, 24-point difference between 4th and 5th. You could imagine you've seen the breakdown of points away from the builders. Lil Pick on 13 rather than Lil Pick on 11. But realistically, to be consistent, that Lil Pick on 13 plus 20 would look like more one of the shooters. So suddenly then you're thinking, yeah. But that's what we mean when we say to people, particularly newcomers, your team composition, you don't have to be a sweat team to get high finishes. And you don't have to be a raid team to do well points-wise if you've got PvPers. In the same way, you don't have to be PvP great if you can raid properly. If you can strategize, if you can keep your boom, keep yourself stocked up, make sure you're taking the right angles safely to shoot raids and stuff. There are ways to play to your own weaknesses and make sure they're a positive on the raiding front.
Yeah.
Just going to quickly rattle through the rest. Then sometimes we do a team interview. No call through yet for us. I'm keeping an eye on the Discord. So a quick look at Leonce, 47 kills there, top one for Foxy, but GWBK Doggy, that's the one. 38 points. Again, probably the best one at the GWBK people. I know Sunny was a bit lower on points for kill score, I believe. It's obviously Thompson is the builder.
I mean, that's a team that as I said, they came in as new dogs. Didn't have a clue what was going on. There they are today, placing 6th. Not too bad. Something to build upon, and can definitely push for the closer spots in the future weeks. Good performance all around from them.
Yep. 7th place done quickly. Classic 74 kills, smashing it. But again, really good kill score from them all over. 203 points, no raids, 3 defenses. Very close on the KD as well. 2 kills in it. Very heavy PvP. And it makes sense because, Bib raided them. They were in the middle of death triangle, really.
5 teams, yeah, all around their area.
Well, I'd say that's the thing. 5 teams, plus people came across like Bib, like QWERTY. Yeah, QWERTY came, so the amount of people that came and caused trouble makes a lot of sense. They were the way they were. 8th place, KGB.
Didn't really see brilliant things from them. But it's it was a good performance, but we didn't really see as much as we really expect to see from a team with some of the names in there.
But... I've noticed a couple of teams as well. I've had a 5th player on them. I wonder if by accident they've invited people to the wrong team or something.
Well, that's Purpley, Pinocchio. So
Purpley wouldn't have had 0 kills though. So I think there's a couple of those. That's not a thing. But yeah, 1 raid, 2 defenses, positive KD, but ultimately, just this is where the raid points tally, and we look the same for Arena. No raids, 2 defenses, decent kills on their team. No shame on their team whatsoever. But again, no raids.
Yeah, they were sat in that defense for about an hour.
Yeah, it raises the point as well. And obviously, we see the difference between the base positioning for EU and NA, but it also raises the point as well about with this positioning. So many teams grouping up together. Is it worth it? Sometimes, we see some of the scrub teams maybe a bit more remote, but like in the southeast, Gentlemen were the last of 3 teams standing. It's like their base was bad. Being objective, their base was bad. The PvP was good, but their base was bad, and it made sense that then they got eliminated afterwards. Like, had a team like an Arena, somebody middle of the standings, maybe a little bit above middle, had someone gone around there like that, they'd have slapped everyone up there. That would have been 120 points for free almost. So then you're it's the logic of, yes, you've got to pick a good base position and make sure you've got resources and stuff, and crates you can go and farm for your boom and stuff, but you've got a lot more weighing up needs to be done in terms of spreading yourself out across the map. We're seeing a bit of a trend at the moment where teams are clustered, and that's fine. But you've got to be able to play the cluster, and so many teams. If we go to the view all teams button a second, you see how many teams there. So many teams are eliminated, and so many teams just getting slapped out in general as well. Just crazy. So you'll see a few teams there. Obviously, 11th place onwards. These are teams that were disqualified straight away just because they didn't have enough people turn up. It is a minimum of 2 to play out of 4, and all these teams were single players, and it showed up. So, we could have had another 10, 11 teams on top of the ones we had. So, crazy.
Yeah. I wonder who the real Lil Pick was. I wonder.
Yeah. Well,
we'll
just
know.
as a quick finale, just want to have a quick look at a couple of teams. QWERTY, again, good kill skills there. Joker being their builders today. No raids, though. 3 defenses. You start to see why things didn't quite go their way. Who was the other one I wanted to look at? Gentlemen.
Wow.
Yeah. So for all that I said they were PvPing well, they were negative PvP skills. We must have got all their kills on camera because it looked from our point of view, they were slapping people.
Yeah.
54 kills only. That's low.
Ouch.
And to be fair, it was Bunny. I saw get all the kills, so clearly got all Bunny's kills on camera. Went, they're quite good. But this is the point in terms of survivability. They looked better, and they were the ones that survived out of their area. But ultimately, they were weak. The base build was wrong, and anyone watching, I'd say this, particularly if you're looking to get involved or if you've played a bit yourself, have a watch of our Base Invaders VODs. They're up on YouTube. We put all the VODs up every week, or I would say because I'm the one who goes there. So I put all the VODs up every week so you can see. Have a look at some of the VODs or have a look at some of the highlights. See how teams are building. See what you like, see what you dislike. But ultimately, you need a sheep base, you need a stone compound. You need a nice good bit of room, you need to have viewing points from your roof. Meta tends to be roof heavy, doesn't have to be. Make sure you've got a shooting floor if you haven't got a roof to peek and fight from. But the point is, height advantage has always been a thing, and we've seen so many teams get caught off when they build next to a hill and stuff. That sort of dumb moves. Height matters. Having that shot upwards is difficult because of the sunlight, the angle, seeing when people are coming. So, just get the basics right, and the rest will fit into place. It doesn't have to be an advent calendar base, but we saw some nice base styles today, but it was just a little bit, particularly some of the earlier teams. Some of them went for YouTube builds, some of them went for, what would work in a wipe, doesn't work in Base Invaders. So have a check of the VODs and see what sort of stuff does work. Then try and do your own thing. There's so many base builder servers, testing servers. Spend half an hour to an hour on there just knocking up a new design. And you'll see such an improvement to your survivability in Base Invaders.
Yeah, 100%. But no, I mean that is the end of the event. We've somehow made the end packed evening, as I'm sure you'll be able to agree with me, Kaz. But no, it was brilliant to have you all along board. Brilliant to have the viewership that we got. Thank you all very much for watching throughout the whole of the stream. Thank you for the players putting on an amazing show. Thank you, Kaz, for co-casting, producing, observing, doing just about everything that you can do in the quality. And thank you for helping us put this on.
So it's been a little while since I've done all 3 roles because that's the way it used to be on Base Invaders. We used to have a main caster do all 3 roles and then a co-caster just being our wingman. But, needs must. Again, what we say to people is if you're looking to play, use the command exclamation Discord inside chat. It'll give you the link to come and join us and see tomorrow's announcement for the team sizes and the sign-up links. Same goes to the command sign-ups. That will give you the links directly for EU and NA registration. VIP requires just 1 team member, your team captain, to have VIP for Rustoria. Otherwise, you can try for the small, limited spaces that are not VIP, but they do go quickly. So, as soon as those sign-ups go up, you need to be there if you want to get in on the free access, as it were. Other bit I'd say is, if you were looking to get involved in the casting, I am the head caster. I decide who gets to come on air. If you want to be a caster, if you want to be the cameraman, if you want to be a producer, if that sort of thing does appeal to you, get in touch. Message me through Discord. You'll find me in the Base Invaders Discord under the name Kazalrov. Come and drop me a message. Just, we'll talk it through. You can give us a bit of comms on the mic or whatever, just to hear how you sound, or a Twitch clip, anything like that, just to see how you sound. But we've brought in so many people this year, so many new people. We had loads last year, some people have gone on to other things, different casts, League of Legends, Overwatch, you name it, Rocket League, Apex Legends. You know, people are coming through. People, I mean, I know you do some casting yourself, Ped and other stuff. We've got Jameson, who's a
Yeah.
pro, literally a professional caster with us, who's been really good for helping some of the newcomers, you know, pairing up with him. So, you know, there's a mix of expertise in our ranks, and a lot of people have gone on to additional work as well. So if casting or any sort of broadcasting is coming through, then yeah, you know, get in touch. We'll try and get you on board, mix you in the ranks. I think, though, it's time we shut up and we say our goodbyes. So
Definitely is.
yeah, we'll torment you no more with our dulcet tones. But thank you very much for watching. As we say, highlights will be up on youtube.com/Rustoria. And again, we have monthly highlights up there as well. So all the fun bits, all the dumb moments, they are up there. And March will be coming in probably about a week to 10 days as well. So keep an eye out for that. That's it for us though, and we will see you next weekend, hopefully, for some more Base Invaders shenanigans. See you later.
Good evening.